Good evening, and welcome back to Against the Tides, a homebrewed campaign set on the continent of Wildemount in the world of Exandria. I'm joined today in every session by our wonderful group of players, including a new one who you'll meet very soon. Let's kick it off with a round of introductions, starting with Sarah.
Hello, I'm Osiris Franco, and I play Kilby Sparkspinner, the forest gnome druid bard. And it's a very good time, and it's a very good thing, and I'm really excited. Passing over to
You're like, oh nope, she's still barking. Sorry about that. I tried.
We've been walking a long time. It makes sense that your dogs would be barking.
Her mom is home, so very excited.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one.
Chum. I go by Chum Nation around these parts, and I'm playing Anders Oberyn, a human shadow monk soul knife rogue. So super
words.
dope, and yeah, it's a lot of words, lot of tricks. So
it's a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. Over to Ty.
Hi everyone, I'm Tyrant. I'll be playing Mistwind Iron Fist, the Mountain Dwarf Paladin. And yes, I did just put on this gauntlet just to wave at you with it, and now I will be taking it off.
And it begins. Hi, I'm Saint. You can find me on Twitter, DM Saint. Here on Against the Tides, I play Turley, the life cleric tourist, who is freezing cold. Take it away, Ash.
Hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Ash. I go by Ash and Rabbit here on Twitch and all over the internet. Today and every other Wednesday, I am the GM for this particular campaign. We're going to get into a recap. 1 second. Allergies. Last we left off, our party continued on their journey through the frigid fields towards Yrossa. Several more obstacles lay before them, including troubleshooting how to travel with party members the height of the current snowpack, meeting a pair of clerics of Bahamut on their way to the ruins of Shattengrad, and the now frozen armor of Mistwind as he lacked the comfort of travel on Fergus, his mighty steed. Deciding to rest just a couple hours south of the city and not pushing through the night, ultimately ended in an ambush from a local bandit encampment. One gruesome battle later, my god, the party suddenly realized that the slinging bandits weren't exactly going to stay dead. Off they went on foot in a hurry down the road towards Yrossa, following the remaining bandits and capturing another for interrogation. They finally settled at an abandoned farmhouse to question the man and found his intent tied to the former Myriad faction trying to regain a foothold in the city. They admitted to knowing about their amulet on hand, but only by worth and not by use. Capital is what is needed to restart a revolution for a former criminal faction, but as it turns out, all he really needed was a seed of hope. A brief interrogation convinced the man that they were of good heart and purpose and sent him on his way to spread that small bead of hope amongst those he believes that might be willing to hear it. We join our party as they warm themselves in the farmhouse, packing in for a brief rest to complete their interrupted sleep. The sun has already crested over the eastern hills, glinting across the snowy paddock like a million small diamonds shining in a greeting of the new day. The air is brisk, though heating up now that a fire is going, the sound of the crackling flames curling over the log singing their song of warmth and comfort. You all are heading into a repeat of your long rest. The farmhouse itself feels sturdy enough for shelter. How you'd like to prepare for your second attempt at a long rest is entirely up to you. The morning is yours.
Should we try to set up a watch? I don't know, I feel pretty safe in here, but might not be a bad idea.
Usually we set up watches at night, not in the morning. Does your brain freeze too?
Oh, we need to go to sleep?
Didn't we just go to... Oh god, I'm so confused. What day is it? How old am I?
I don't know. How old are you, Charlie?
Blue.
Okay, Turley has last watch.
I can stay up. and take this first one, I think.
Okay. I'll do second. Anders, do you want third?
Not really, but yes, I will do it.
I can make the muffins.
Okay.
Well, good night. Morning, something.
Something bothering you, Anders?
Yes, this criminal enterprise coming back. It was handled, it was ousted, it was at least removed from this city. Things must be very bad if they are regrouping here. They've been scattered, not gone, but less organized. So I might need to try and find out what has happened in the years past. I mean, besides the obvious.
Right. Is there a reason that you think?
I mean,
It sounds like everything's kind of screwed up here now.
I mean, what I suspect is very bad, that the Empire is losing control of its territory. That would be very bad. So,
What would that mean exactly? If this empire lost control?
well, lawlessness, you know. If the criminal factions can come back and regain footholds in fairly decent-sized cities, then lawlessness, you know, they're not nice people.
This is all very strange to me, Anders. I mean, it was hard enough trying to navigate the world when I didn't know what, like, an empire was. And now that it's all broken and weird, I don't know. It's just confusing.
I mean, you live in a society, yes? I mean, you have a village or a place where there are rules and laws and...
Yeah, but, like, it's just because, like, somebody said so, you know? It's not all, like...
Right. But...
these guys are gonna get these guys, and then we're gonna come over here, and it just,
Right, but picture if the someone who says so is a very bad person and is in charge of a lot of other very bad people. Think about what that society would be like.
well, I can imagine the person in charge being an asshole.
No, that's not the same thing.
Oh.
Not an asshole. A cruel, greedy, just terrible person. Most politicians are assholes.
What's a
But-
politician?
Oh boy. We'll talk on the road. I will try to explain. But
Well, I don't know if you really need to at this
Well-
point.
we'll leave it at this. The Empire has laws, and while the Emperor may or may not be an asshole, he needs to keep his subjects happy to a certain extent. The subjects must live within the rules, but he's not extorting them, well, hopefully, or threatening their lives, or things like that. But criminals, on the other hand, they're very exploitative, so it would be bad if they became in charge. That's all.
I mean, I think I know what you're saying. Talking with that guy, and I mean, it sounds like this myriad. Whatever they're trying to do, I feel like we should probably, I don't know, not try to stop it because it feels like it's too big, but they're not really helping the people hope. So
No,
I
they
feel
will
like-
take advantage. They will take advantage of any weakness they can find for their own gain. If we can stop them, we should. I'm not sure we can, but...
Right. Well, get some sleep and you can teach me about, what was it again? Pontification?
Politicians?
Oh, yeah, that. You can teach
I
me
will
about
try.
that tomorrow.
Okay.
Good night, Anders.
Good night, Kelby. Keep us safe. I'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Good chats and stuff. Was there a watch order established, or are y'all just
Yeah.
like sleeping?
Kelby, Mistwin, Anders, then Turley.
Okay. If there's anything in particular that you would like to do during your watches, let me know. Otherwise, for this particular watch schedule, you guys don't have to roll.
Kelby would just post up by one of the windows, kind of looking out the front porch, with her knees curled up underneath her chin, kind of sitting, just staring out the window, and we'll just keep watch and be quiet.
This is very good. Okay. Yeah. During your watch, the most that you see is like a single merchant passing on the road very quietly towards the city. And that's it.
Yep. Awesome. Kelby would then move over to Mistwin, and actually, knowing that her watch is almost over, she would put her hands on the glass of the window, kind of watching as the merchants go by. And then when her watch was over, she'd take her hands and like creep over to Mistwin and stick her fingers on the back of his neck, all cold from the window.
Vegas, no, don't. I don't.
Fun.
Just the eye peeks open.
Not cold enough. Hey, I thought you were gonna like freak out or something. It was really anticlimactic.
Kirby, I grew up in the mountains. This is nothing. I appreciate the attempts, though.
Oh. So if they'd been hot, would that have been better?
You know, that's.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I don't make it too easy. It's your turn now.
All right. Sleep well.
Good night.
I'm going
morning.
to spend my watch, half of it playing solitaire, with a deck of cards that I have, and then when I get bored, I'm going to try like throwing the cards like ninja stars, and see if I can like get anything to stick. I'm not being attentive whatsoever. I'm just kind of passing the time.
That's okay. A couple cards like stick in the kind of what are words? What even are words? Decaying wood of the floor of this abandoned farmhouse. Most of them just kind of gliding on the floor. One goes into the fireplace on accident.
It's the Joker.
Yeah, it was the Joker, 100%.
But I fell asleep before I wake Anders up. So, depending on if Anders would just naturally get up, I don't think another watch actually happens.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I think I would eventually wake up.
Yeah, your, like, internal clock would be
Yeah,
like, wait,
exactly.
I'm supposed to get up in, like,
Yeah.
maybe 45 minutes into the watch that you were supposed to take, you wake up and you're like, wait. It's a lot lighter outside. The position of the sun is different, and then you just see Mistwin off in the corner just snoring, holding onto, like, a couple cards, and the rest of them just kind of strewn about on the floor in front of him.
Just shake my head and take up my post.
Okay. Anything you're doing?
Yep, I'm just drafting a message and putting it in an envelope, sealing it up.
Fun. Okay. Now I want to know everything about this note. That's okay.
To be revealed.
Fancy fun things. Okay. Anything else you want to do, or are you just...
Nope, that's it. Just keeping a vigilant watch.
Okay. Yeah, very much like the other two watches, or the watch and a half, I suppose, that have already occurred. It's fairly quiet outside. You might see, like, a bird fly past the window. That's about it. It's very quiet out there. Was it going to Turley, or is Turley snoozing?
Turley is not waking up.
Okay, this is fair.
Turley will pretend to wake up as long as Anders is awake and then go right back to sleep.
Yeah, well, I guess I will take 2 watches.
Okay.
I would not leave us unguarded in this environment.
Okay. Very much the same kind of thing happens during your watch. Very quiet. You might hear a cart outside pass by kind of quickly, but outside of that, not much. This likely means that you don't get to take a full rest, unfortunately.
Okay. I should get credit for a short rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That'll work for me.
Oh, shit.
So, I already had a level of exhaustion, and am I going to go to level 2?
I'm not going to punish you with that.
Okay. But I will not lose the level 1.
No, not yet.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. The world already sucks. I'm not going to make it worse.
Actually, speaking of making it worse, I'm sorry, I need to ask this. Is the fire enough to prevent me from needing to make another check? The extra check.
You would be fine.
Okay.
You would be fine.
Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. I assume that during everyone's watch, they would have kept the fire going in order to keep the house warm. So, you're solid. With that, at the end of Anders' second watch, your long rest is complete. It is now late afternoon. And the sun is already setting. It's winter time, so it's already starting to get dark out. But at this point, your sleep schedule's fucked, but the day is yours.
Boy, what time is it?
time to go.
But oh.
It says
Right.
right on this watch to go.
Says it right here.
Hey, who's gonna take the fireplace and put it on their back and carry it with us?
I don't think I have anything for that, Turley.
Yep. You just volunteered. Get to it.
I can light a couple of torches and just walk next to Turley.
Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Kelby's gonna go, she's got her little mess kit, which I imagine is just like a small metal tin. And she's going to take all of the stuff out of that and just have it kind of loose in her bag, much like a little kid who's like packing for school, like just kind of stuffing stuff in the bag with the little tin. She is going to go over to the fireplace and like have like just like a length of, she's got like different, as she's pulling out in her bag, you'll see that she has a costume of some kind, very bright colors, and there's a scarf that's involved with it. She'll take the tin and kind of place it on the scarf, and then using the fireplace tools is going to get some of the like coals from that and stick it in the tin, then wrap that in the scarf to make kind of a heat pack for Turley, being really careful, like, and absolutely getting ashes everywhere. They're smeared all over her face, in her hair. She does singe part of the scarf in doing this. But once she gets it all put together, kind of like holding it, because it would be pretty hot, she's going to take it over to Charlie. Charlie, I can't take the whole fireplace, but maybe we can take this part. I don't know, maybe you can put it like under like your cloak or something, kind of close. And it'll stay warm for a while. And we can when we stop to rest again, we can put more coals in it.
Thank you for what you've done. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it on my knee because I feel like you already warmed my heart enough.
Oh, here, we can probably tie it around there. Let me see if I can find my suspenders. And she is gonna reach back into her backpack and pull out black and silver striped suspenders that she'll kind of help finagle this thing around your knee.
That is very comfortable, thank you.
You're welcome, Turley. Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I feel like I got some sleep, which is nice.
Good. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Get us there fast.
Okay. And Kelby's gonna very seriously march to the door, throw it open, and like to a swirl of like snow, and look back at the rest of the party and be like, "Let's go then."
Oh boy. Before we go, and I probably will make a point to do this more often, just because we, if we're going up into the mountains, it will be helpful. But before we go, I made something for the three of you that I think will help with the environment a little bit. So here, and he is going to hand the three of you just a small like metal medallion. And he hands it one to each of you, and as you kind of take it, you realize it's like semi-corporeal in a sense, but it comes with like this like lace strap that you can just strap to wherever you need it to be. And as you strap it onto your clothes or on your neck or whatever, you feel yourself become a little emboldened and a little sturdier as casting aid. Second level. So Specifically, it bolsters my allies with toughness and resolve, and your hit point maximum and current hit points go up by 5 for the duration.
What?
For 8
Was
hours.
It's temporary hit points, or is
No,
it
it's your actual hit points go up by 5.
What's the duration for it?
8 hours.
Hell yeah. That rules.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Hopefully this will help. If not directly with the cold, maybe with other challenges that we find on the road. So anyway, I don't need it. I'm used to the weather and all of that. So anyway, let's go. Trudge out into the snow. It's probably already up to his shoulders.
Charlie goes around making sure the two of you have your flags.
Kelby does minor illusion, a little like Kelby like face that winks every once in a while on the top of her flag.
So cute.
I feel like I actually need a flag now. That's probably going to be something I add to the cosplay.
So cute. I need it. Okay, so you guys head outside and hit on the road.
Yeah.
All of you would have noticed that it did not snow for this day, so the sun has kind of slightly melted the current snowpack, and you guys are on the road, so it's not like you're trudging straight through it. There has already been a cart that's laid in a path towards the city, so you can very easily fall in line and not be up to your nose in snow. I was gonna have this be the last little travel segment, but you guys are like an hour outside of the city. If there's anything that you guys wanted to talk about on your way into town, now is the time. Otherwise, you're almost there.
Okay. So, has anyone been to Yrossa?
Kelby like looks at Mistwin like seriously.
I don't know why you think I ever would have come to the place this fucking cold.
You know, certainly you're the traveler of the group.
Do you not remember that you met me in a tropical paradise?
Fair.
I mean, I have been here, but it has been a while. I mean, except for the while that it's been for us. It's been a while. As I was much younger.
Do you remember anything about the place?
I mean,
Anything
bits
we
and
should
pieces.
expect? Different cultures, customs.
No, it is a fairly typical empire city.
Right. Well, with the
I mean,
empire in mind.
At least it was.
Right. What are we doing in Yrossa? Let's just clarify that so that we don't have to stay too long.
I mean, we are supplying up would be the main thing.
We need supplies so we can continue our journey, right?
Okay. Are we also acquiring mounts
I think so.
or some sort of card?
Or
I mean, we are going to your neck of the woods. Can we take mounts there? Will they be useful?
It depends on what kind of mount. I believe it would probably benefit us to take the subterranean routes through the mountains. So it could be useful. Horses definitely would not fare very well underground.
all right, listen, we're all thinking it. I'm gonna be the one to say it. The fuck kind of mount is gonna hold my 500-pound ass?
I mean, a warhorse probably could.
You gonna pay for a warhorse for me?
What
I
if we
ha-
just got a cart to get us as far as we need to get?
Yeah. You guys can be my drivers and chauffeurs.
That could work.
Mush.
Chauffeur.
This is driver. But fancy.
Oh,
DM,
Yo.
is there a town between Yrossa and the entrance to the subterranean not ruins, tunnels that go beneath the mountains that I would know of?
Ooh, great question. Let's consult the map here. Not really.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
You would know that between where Stone Garden is and where Yrossa is, there's just a whole lot of like open land, mountains, rivers, and forests.
Any farmers in the area? I guess I probably wouldn't know that.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be 100% aware of that.
Well, maybe we can hire someone to take us part of the way and then return. I mean, I would hate to, rent or purchase mounts and then leave them. What kind of despicable person would do something like that?
well, I mean, it's gonna be a long way to walk. So we'll need something. And maybe we just kind of figure it out as we go. That's what I've always done. Look at me, I'm great.
It's true.
And soon, I'll be a chauffeur.
Hey, and like aside, hey, Mistwind, do you remember when Kelby was unpacking her bag? You saw that costume in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna find out what that's all about as soon as we can. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe there's other surprises along the way. Who knows? We may not be accounting for everything completely. So maybe we just go in with the mindset of stocking up and just see where the wind takes us.
Hey, Anders, I know we were talking, and I was kind of tired, but remind me, do politicians not have assholes, or are they assholes? I can't.
I mean,
And I don't really. Because I kind of like daydreamed for a second, and I was like worried, like, what if it was like a thing without an asshole? And like, how would you survive?
They are still people. They have assholes.
Are you sure they're still people?
I mean,
Because I met a couple.
Technically, they are. Technically.
I've known quite a few politicians, and they would have you believe that they don't have assholes, but trust me, they have assholes.
But I mean, they do such a convincing job of like pretending like they're full of shit, so you might think they don't have assholes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because they can't get rid of it.
Why would you pretend to be full of shit? That sounds stupid.
Well, it's called diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Yep.
That does sound like shit.
Yeah.
See, Anders, this is what I'm saying. It's like too many things to learn all at once. Like, I can't.
It's
Yeah.
it's really not that complicated.
I guess.
I can help make it easier for you. Listen, Kelby, you got a book or something? You can start writing these down. We can give you like 5 to 10 vocabulary words every day.
Well, no, I have a good memory.
All right.
So shoot. I learned
what?
chauffeur, which is a fancy driver. I learned politician, which are people that aren't people, that are full of shit and yet not full of shit, and they have assholes and are assholes, which is a lot.
That about sums it up, I think.
Yeah, I'll come up with some more words.
Tell me, do you speak Dwarvish?
No.
Would you like to learn Dwarvish?
It depends on a couple of things.
Okay.
Does it sound cool when you swear?
I
Prove it.
Dustrak.
What's that mean?
It means asshole.
I think you just sneezed.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Just let me know.
Just in case you were curious, and then I will say the word for asshole in Aquan.
Kelby's eyes will get real big because I imagine that sounds insane. Like, and we'll look back at Mistwin and look back at Turley.
Maybe I can learn both, but only the swear words. Those are the most important ones. Right. Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah, it doesn't take you guys very long walking down this carded path towards the city. You were already kind of able to see it off in the distance, but as you're approaching the city, approaching the city, you see it like peppered with small farms around the outside of the city, which you can now see is contained with large, sturdy wooden walls surrounding it. The farmhouses that are here are like held shut by the surrounding snow, keeping to their fireplaces and dreaming of spring. You see smoke coming from the chimney, so you know that there's at least still a few farmers around here. A few guards greet you on the city borders, nodding in your direction. One of them has a lingering gaze on the strange makeup of your group. They shake their head in return to their dull onlooking of the bright countryside. Upon entering the city, you're immediately met with a near dystopic sight. Ramshackle wooden domiciles are dusted with snow in various states of disrepair. Muddy streets zigzag ahead of you and throughout the town. The bustle of the day is met with routine and a sliding scale of mental presence by the townsfolk. Where would you like to go?
Anders.
Anders,
Was this
yes?
place such a dump when you were here?
I mean, it is an outpost town. It's not a major city, so, you know, it's... I mean, it's not a dump, it's just...
Anders,
What?
look at that house. You know what? Do you want to... Like, you see that angle? That's like... It's better to not have a house at that point.
I mean, some people don't have a house. They would like that house.
They're dumb.
Yeah, if this isn't a dump, by the way, I'm curious, Anders, what kind of a place you would qualify as a dump. Like, how much worse does it need to get?
Well, you spend your time traveling around the Empire, and you can find some places.
I mean, I have and I haven't, which is my point.
I don't know. I just don't look at it that way. It's just how they live.
Well, how long are we gonna need to be here? Do we need to find, like, I don't know, a tavern at a jaunty 75 degrees to stay at, or what?
Any place where I can find a giant-ass parka.
That's right. We should get supplies, too.
I mean, it is an outpost
So,
for the port to the north. They should have winter gear here and all the things we need.
and while we're here, wow.
I think the crappy architecture's having an effect on Miss Twin. He's losing his mind, Anders.
It might be. Good lord. While we're here, we probably should figure out, do we truly want to go through the mountains, or do we want to keep heading north and take a ship? I know we've talked about it, but I just wanted to bring it up, just in case someone was feeling anxious.
Well, it's going to be nighttime soon, so maybe we find a place to stay, and in the morning we do all of our shopping and deciding.
Thirded for sleeping more.
And
Alright.
you look really tired too. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, well, I didn't get much sleep because, some
We're
people
not-
did not
nope.
wake up.
Nope, we're not going to talk about it. We were safe.
What? Who didn't wake
What?
up?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I think you are hearing things.
I'm sorry, Anders. I fell asleep on watch, and it's completely my fault, but it won't happen again.
Yeah, Mistwind, how dare you?
I
Let the group down.
try to
Kelby.
be the best that I can be, and
You got to try harder, man.
Kelby tried to
Kelby
prank me earlier.
elbows Turley's good knee, just shut the fuck up.
Can I help you?
So, the tavern?
Yes.
To the tavern.
And maybe get us free room and board if they let me play, but probably not.
Do you have any fun things you've been working on? Perhaps something with a little bit more production value?
What do you mean? Are you saying that my shows don't typically have high production value?
No, I'm just wondering if you're thinking about trying anything new.
Are you
No,
are you saying that that it's not impressive as it is?
no, I'm not saying that.
I mean, I haven't really had a lot of downtime to be able to work out new routines. And are you saying that is it getting repetitive, derivative?
No, I just want to know what the next step in what Kelby 2.0 is. What
Kelby
you're working
2.0.
on.
I mean, it's saving the world. I think is what I was working on.
Oh,
But I
okay.
mean,
I don't know, got set pieces you can bring out that we can stand there holding a tree or something. I don't know,
Kelby,
maybe
Minor
a costume?
Illusions, a crappy old like elementary school play
Oh, yeah.
tree
Yep.
behind her, like that.
Cardboard. Yeah, like that we can hold, but I can't hold that one. I don't know. I mean,
Oh.
even like a costume or something you can put on while you're performing.
Have you ever considered prop comedy? It's the highest form of arts.
I don't think that's true. Truly, I feel like I feel like I know what you're getting at, and you're asking about my costume, and
What costume?
well, the one that's kind of tied around your knee right now. Well, some of it, not all of it, but some of it. That's for special occasion.
I don't have any idea what you're referring to.
Are those sequins?
No,
Just looked kind of shiny. Sorry.
they're special beads, but they're not sequins.
Aren't sequins special beads?
No, they're different. Sequins are like
They're like
trashy.
discs.
These are special.
Sorry, just got reminded of Priscilla. Anyway, to the tavern. Any place that's warm.
Yeah.
And Kelby's gonna kind of look around and try to ascertain which of the buildings is most likely a tavern.
Okay. On the outskirts of town here, it looks mostly like housing. But the further along you walk on this road, the less shitty the buildings become, essentially. You even start passing small streets, and they have street signs, and it's obvious that you're still on Pride's Walk Road. But yeah, you kind of zigzag through the city here. It looks like this city wasn't built with a plan. It was just kind of ramshackle put together as it grew because it was originally just an outpost, as Anders has mentioned. And eventually you'll come across a large intersection where the road signs will read as it continues, Pride's Walk Road, and then going in a more north-south direction will be Haven Path Road. The buildings along this area are much more put together, still in a bit of disrepair, but there's more lights in the windows, and there's actual businesses specifically at this intersection. You'll see small shops that don't look like they have very much, but they're still there. And a couple taverns where you can very obviously hear, kind of revelry with their doors open, even during the winter. It's kind of an open invitation for people to come on in. You guys walk up to the closest tavern to where you are. And it's right on the corner of both of these roads. And you see a tiefling being escorted out of the establishment, which the name of it reads Kettle and Boots above it. A half-orc is kind of shouldering this tiefling in front of him. "Come on, sir. You've been here all day. You can't keep doing this. You have to leave." The half-orc...
I can do as I please, you old brute. Sus my beat.
Nope, don't understand. The half-orc, you can tell, is trying to be firm with the man. The tiefling is fighting back and swinging wildly and with vigor. A couple men jog out from the tavern door to witness the scuffle. "Sir, please, you've had enough. It's time," he pushes back. "For you." The tiefling swings wide, just barely missing the temple of the bouncer. "To go!" And the half-orc roars in the tiefling's direction, unlocking their elbows in a let's dance motion.
Oh.
You see a disheveled tiefling, average height and limber in nature, slightly stumble away from the half-orc. Their confused face holds fast with dim, fiery eyes glancing about the street with curious intent, looking for support from the crowd. And their eyes lock onto you for a brief moment with a coy smile as he focuses attention on the bouncer again. "Hey, Bright, do you want to introduce your character?"
Absolutely. I am playing Poignée Dumont, Tiefling of Le Légion.
Ooh.
I believe we have unfinished business. Chubby?
I could go all day. Let's fucking go.
Fisticuffs, you and I?
Been ready for it all day.
Poignée is going to then, from as far away as he stumbled without advancing upon him, throw a few punches and kind of duck and weave, and then fire one punch, and with that punch, he's going to Eldritch Blast the bouncer.
As we see this, Kelby, who is getting really excited at seeing this unfold, is just going to yell from where we are, "Get him in the knees!" And cast guidance on Poignée.
Hey, that's not.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. Hey, watch out. He's going to aim for your knees, and I cast guidance on the bouncer.
Amazing.
How close are we in this moment?
You guys are probably only 15 feet away. You're pretty close to the action here.
I elbow Mistwin.
That's
Who are we rooting for here?
I don't know. I kind of like this tiefling. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out.
Anders is looking around for any Crown's Guard.
You will very quickly see them as this the Eldritch blasts hit this half orc, and he's blown back, his back hitting the wall of the tavern and kind of cracking the glass of the window that he's slammed up against. A couple of the patrons from the tavern had to get out of the way so they didn't like get caught in the ruckus here. And it looks like he's hit his head and has been knocked unconscious as the half-orc slumps to the ground here.
Ooh, did you see that? That was amazing.
Do I see the state troopers, or does Anders only see the state troopers?
Anders, make a quick perception check. Miss One, what is your passive perception?
Oh, trash. 11.
11. You're kind of caught up in the
9.
fight here. as is Anders. There is a bit of a crowd that's forming around the tiefling here.
Is anyone going to further the conflict from the bouncers or guards or whatever?
It doesn't look like it. No, it looks like most people are kind of like hanging back and just waiting for this tiefling to do something. Poignée, what are you doing?
He's frantically kind of like looking around. He looks at Kelby, who had cast guidance, and he'll say, "Me suis nouvelle. Goodbye." And he'll vanish from sight, cast invisibility on himself.
Amazing.
Kelby's eyes are the size of dinner plates, like just massive as this happens, and her just grin from ear to ear as she rapid fire like looks at Turley, looks at Mistwin, looks at Anders, like,
We gotta meet that guy. Are you kidding me? That was amazing.
It is very impressive, for sure.
Impressive. Are you kidding me? You just went invisible. Can you do that?
I mean, I can make it so you can't see me.
I'm casting Detect Magic,
Okay. Cool.
just so I can keep a bead on where Poignée is.
Yeah, you see like a kind of like a fractal light pattern where Poignée has turned himself invisible. Are you moving at all, or are you just kind of chilling?
Yeah, I'm kind of sidestepping. It's worth noting that there are 2 fractal lights
Amazing.
when you cast your spell.
Oh.
And he is sidestepping through people, kind of like he's going through like movie theater seats, just kind of like inching by. But like mean mugging each one that he passes by, like this close to their face. He's like,
I'm just gonna like slyly pursue.
Mm-hmm.
Just to like kind of act like I'm moving just over to the side, but gonna get him to try to mean mug me too.
Okay. Since
Hey,
you're...
Kelby.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
Hey, Kelby.
Yeah.
I love that Mistwin thinks he's going to sneak up on anybody wearing that armor.
I know, it's still kind of frozen.
Yeah.
Did you see the snowball that's stuck like between
Yeah.
his shoulder blades? I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna tell him about it.
Yeah. Also, do you still have guidance up? Because I'm pretty sure you know where that person is if you've got guidance still on him.
Oh yeah,
Cool. All right. So we're just going to watch this happen, right?
for sure.
Okay.
And Kelby is kind of like watching the crowd and seeing Mistwin take off to the side. She's gonna look at Turley and she's like,
Should we make it more interesting?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
"Oh yes!" And she's gonna take a step forward and she's gonna cast Silent Image down the street, and that looks like Poignée, and is she's gonna do that, wink at Turley, and then stand, like take a couple steps forward and scream at the top of her lungs to get everyone to look at her. She's pointing in terror at the silent image that's down the street, and she's gonna yell,
Quick, get him!
and make the silent image run into the alley.
I love this. This is extremely good. Yeah, your silent image, which from far away kind of just looks like a red-skinned tiefling. You didn't get 100% of the details of this man as he walked out and was more or less hustled out of this tavern. But they are a convincing sight as they do one of those like kind of cartoonish and then just like skedaddle away. You see another bouncer like walk out of the tavern and like sees you pointing, and then a couple other people like start running after the silent image, as does the bouncer. Poignet, I know you're already invisible, but can you try and make a stealth check? The
Sure
roads
can.
here are extremely muddy.
Okay. Make these with advantage, right? Or is it sound based?
I mean, you can do it at the advantage.
Okay. Oh, that helps a whole
Oh,
bunch.
Yeah, look at that. It
From a
helped.
5 to a 6.
Don't forget your guidance there, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Add
Yeah.
that D4.
Totally be a
D4.
10.
It could.
It's an 8.
It's an 8 total. Amazing. With advantage
just-
and with guidance. Amazing. Yeah, the sound as well as the kind of trail of muddy footprints that you're leaving behind, even as you're skirting around all of these people, is obvious to those that like know that you're invisible and are still in the area, versus those that have been swayed away down a strange alleyway. Miss, when you would be able to see this.
I'm gonna go over and step on his tail.
Oh my god.
And I'm just gonna say, "Oi, stop moving! You're making it worse."
Poignet, upon having his tail pulled upon, will spin around and like lock onto him like a Reese's monkey that's been touch starved. It's just on his neck, like trying to strangle him, but he's got very like skinny arms, so like reaching around the armor is kind of difficult.
So
He's like,
is this a
Who are
grapple?
you? Qui êtes-vous? Who are you? Speak
You
your
just-
name. Speak it.
Where is your face right now? Are you
It's like
behind me or
Over your shoulder, looking at you.
Shelby, what
just-
the hell is
I'm
going on with
I'm
Miss
just a
One right
friend.
now?
Just a friend. Shh, be quiet.
Oh, he's just having a bit of a cuddle.
Okay.
Sent you. You are new to this town. You are not like the other Invasion.
Hey.
He grabs you like this to like get a good look. He's like, "You are a traveler. You are not from here. You have the dirt and stink of outside upon you."
Mostly from our small companion over there. She's the stinky one.
Hi. You should
He
probably
turns-
go somewhere else, because this is really, like, entertaining. I have a lot of questions, but they're going to catch up to that and realize it's not really anything pretty quick.
At this point, a couple of the patrons that are still hanging around see you like talking to Air, and they just look desperately confused.
I just turn with my eyes cross-eyed, just like just to get
And
the
Kelby-
appearance that I'm crazy.
Kelby does make
check.
direct eye contact and starts doing a mime bit, like of being in a box.
It's a 23.
Perfect.
Kelby, since she's the next one that Poignet sees, is you'll hear this like a quick releasing of metal sound, and you'll feel like a blade pressed against your cheek.
Who, me?
But you won't see one. No, Kelby.
Okay.
Well, that's fucking rude. I just saved your ass. What the fuck?
Why? Commencez, please. I'm very sorry, madame. That is my compatriot. He is quick to defend.
Well, can he defend us inside?
We. Is there an open building nearby? Anyone, doesn't matter as long as it looks empty.
Yeah, I mean, there are businesses that are open. There's a tavern that you just came out of. There's a neighboring tavern just across the street. Yeah, it's dealer's choice wherever you want to go.
To the neighboring tavern, and I'll lead them that way.
Okay.
Since I just got kicked out of this one.
Are you still grappling me? Like, you still all spider monkey on top of me, or
No. He's giving you like a quick slap on the cheek as he pushes you away and starts walking to the next bar with like kind of a stumble.
Yeah.
Kelby is going to like again just big old grin, do one of these the remaining townsfolk standing in the street and go walking into the tavern. She's 100% on board for whatever this stranger's got going on. This is her kind of peoples.
Everyone else following?
This one's fun.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Turley would assume that whatever. Well, no, Turley wouldn't have been able to put together what had happened to Kelby. Never mind. Yeah, Turley follows.
Okay. You guys enter a tavern called the Crooked Goblet. And it is actually kind of crooked. As Kelby has manifested at this point, it is kind of leaning at a bit of a 75-degree angle here. And named so because the bottom of the tavern is like very narrow, but the top is just like a full 2-story, like a full second story, kind of shaped outward. So it does kind of awkwardly resemble a goblet. This doesn't seem to be as happening of a place as the Kettle and Boots across the street. But there are a few patrons here. There's a couple more private areas kind of towards the back. There's one very bored looking bartender kind of like mindlessly wiping down the countertop. But yeah, you guys are safe in here. Where would you like to go? There's a few tables off to the left, a few off to the right.
Probably one of those private ones over there. I'll start walking my way over there.
Okay.
Get down.
You know, I was in this kind of tourist trappy kind of place where like it looked like the house was level when you looked at it, but then you walked in and you were suddenly walking at like a obscene angle, and this place is giving me a weird vertigo.
Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna be okay?
Oh yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Definitely not gonna throw up at some point.
If you're gonna throw up, you're legally obligated to tell me.
I'll just have your bag handy in case I need to throw up fast, and then I'll just walk to the table.
Okay, tight. This is a fairly private portion of this tavern here. What is it? It's more of like, I don't know, you ever go to like a pizza parlor and they have those like kind of sectioned off rooms that you can like rent ahead of time or have on hold ahead of time? It's basically like that. It's still open to the tavern, but it's fairly secluded from the rest of the place. And in here, it's like one of the corners of the very back of this place, but it's leaning a bit, so those on the far right side of the wall kind of have to lean a little bit forward, unless you like scoot around the table a little bit. But yeah, you guys have made it to a private area. You guys are safe from peering eyes. Barmaid will eventually walk by. She'll look like really exhausted and just kind of like stand there. Hello. My name's Petal. I'm here to take your order. What do you want?
Hey, Petal.
Yeah?
How's your day going?
Aside from the crushing weight of the world in its current stance. Great.
Fucking mood.
Pea soup is our special for the day.
Wonderful. What kind of alcohol you have? The stiffer, the better. As a matter of fact, what is the strongest hooch you got in this place?
That's all you need to say. Anyone else?
No. Yeah. Make that.
Yep.
Make that 3 for me. And how much are they each?
2 copper.
Just bring us the bottle.
That's it. 2 copper.
2 copper per goblet.
Yeah. How about a bottle for me and a bottle for Miss Wynn, if you got 2, and then a bottle for the table.
Right.
How many ounces are in a bottle? How many ounces are in a single pour?
You asking the wrong person.
I mean, just estimate. Is it like 2 fingers? Is it like 3 fingers? 4 fingers?
2 fingers.
It's like 2 hands.
It's like 2. The cup is like 2 hands for 2 copper.
Oh no. The bottle, 2 hands.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm trying to estimate how much you should charge me for the bottle because it looked like you were struggling.
We'll figure it out.
Listen, if it's a smaller bottle and 2 ounces, you got like 27 in there.
Wonderful.
I
Anyone
would
else?
like this soup, please.
Soup. Fantastic. Would you like the bread of the day?
Is it fresh?
It's pumpernickel.
I don't think that answered his question.
That sounds delightful. Yes, please.
Fantastic. You, Poignet, are you...
Yeah, Poignet will finally drop the illusion that he's got on himself and just appear by the tables. He'll wave his hands and all the chairs
Oh, good
will
God!
simultaneously push themselves back, and he'll sit down in one of them.
Where did you come from?
His mom.
It is swear.
You know what? Good answer.
Vin du sang.
Sure. Little one? Anything for you?
Yeah. Can I have a beer, please? And then I'll have the same as my compatriot there, the soup and bread. And
Right.
I hate to ask, do you have any open sets? I don't know if I saw like a performance area.
Oh, you mean for, like, entertainment?
Yeah.
Well, last time we had a bard come through here was, like 16 months ago. So,
Okay, where did they perform?
kinda just at their table.
Mm. Yeah, okay, that'll do. I'm a bard, so
Oh. Well,
yeah, if we can sort something out, that'd be great.
go
but,
flip the calendar in the back for days since last bard appearance.
Oh, I kind of like that. That's really nice.
Fantastic. All right, I will come back after time. And she just like walks out.
Kelby, what's the hardest alcohol you've ever drank?
Well, I once got into my grandfather's stash. Wasn't supposed to, but I did. And it all worked out in the end. But it's pretty powerful stuff.
All right, we're gonna get you fucked up today.
Okay. But I have to perform later.
You ever heard of liquid courage?
Well, sure, but those words don't mean anything to me in that order.
Oh, they will soon. Hey, Pee-Pee Man.
Oui.
No, you.
Oui.
You?
Oui.
Feel like
It
there's a language
it
barrier.
means yes. He's answering you.
Oh, my bad. I don't speak whatever language that is. What's your deal?
Elaborate on what you mean by my deal.
Well, first of all, hi, I'm Kelby Sparkspinner.
And Kelby's gonna put her hand across to shake the tieflings. And she's gonna look at the rest. And that's Anders. That's Mistrin. That's
I'm
Turley.
Raul Nakas. Oh, yeah, Turley.
Turley likes to tell stories sometimes.
I don't like to tell strangers my name sometimes.
Well, we're not strangers. Not anymore.
One, you will regard your hand with like a squint at first, and then kind of like look up and down between you and the hand.
Kelby just keeps fixing
One,
it.
you dumont.
It's nice to meet you, Poigny Demont. You put on quite the show.
Yes,
Or
well,
as Turley put it, your deal.
as this is my personal hell, I am prone to the occasional outbreak. By the way, bienvenue à Wildemount.
Wait, I know that word. Kelby, you want to remember that last word?
What is it?
Poi pond. Can you say the last word again?
Meld.
That one.
Mailed? What is that? What does that mean?
Meld is shit.
Oh,
I would like to cast sending
Okay.
to Anders.
Okay.
Hey, old buddy, old pal. I can't be the only one who finds it fucky. That's one word. That this guy can do magic. 2. Right? You can reply, Anders.
Anders will just kind of nod his head.
Do they do this often, casting magic in front of people and telling secrets when they have cornered them into a bar?
well, I mean, can you blame him?
No, I suppose not. Look, not as I am not grateful for your assistance, but qui êtes-vous? What are you doing here?
We're here for supplies. We have a journey ahead of us. Yeah, it seems like you were in some trouble. We just wanted to help. And maybe now you can help us.
Conseil? How is this?
Well, we're new here in town. We could use some help finding some supplies that we need.
There are supplies here, but I do not think you will find any use in them, as this entire place is invention. Imaginez.
It's a dump.
Friend,
No,
keep
it
calling
is
this place
shit,
that.
but it's a figment.
Keep disrespecting this place. Why are you here then?
Because this is my castlery. This is my punishment for something I must have done. I've been here for 10 plus years. I've lost count at this point.
And you can't
Everyone
leave.
here is an illusion made to torture me.
This town specifically.
Oui. And every town outside of it. The whole world as you perceive it, mon imaginé, is... how would you dwarves say it? Fakakta.
Wait,
Why do you stay then? Why not go somewhere else?
Mon petit ange, if I had a choice, I would be so very gone.
What keeps you here?
Ancient magics that prevent gods from crossing the threshold. I am a mere tiefling. Piercing at myself is a poop dream.
yes, that is correct.
It is a poop dream.
Wait, so I'm confused. Everything is an illusion. Like everything, like the town, the people, and you've been living here in an illusion for...
Sorry.
10 years. Why do you think that?
Because this is not the paradise in which I am accustomed to. And even this very conversation, polite as it may be, is like nails on a chalkboard. I long to leave this mortal coil and return to La Légion.
La Légion?
Oui.
What's that?
La Légion is home. But it
Can I get a
is,
spelling on that, Bright?
L accented E. Legion.
That's what I thought. I want to make sure. Kelby's going to look around the table at everyone else.
Do you know about this place?
I don't know, GM. Would I know anything about what I'm assuming is the Nine Hells?
I don't know. What missed one? If you can make a compelling argument, then I can have you make a roll, just to say yes or no.
I mean, I'm not trained in religion, but I am trained in history. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Turley would probably
definitely
know.
doesn't. Why would I know about the hells?
I mean, why would a cleric not know? I mean, if Turley
Pretty
doesn't know, then he
isolated. Yeah, pretty isolated from his home. Like, one of the reasons he got out and wanted to start traveling is because he didn't really know much about the world proper.
That's fair.
I don't think that would have been something he would have actively looked into along his travels.
doesn't. Okay.
It's a turtle thing.
It's okay.
Hey, Pointy. Let's kick this up a notch. I got a question for you, and I hope you are willing to answer it. Would you say that you were brought here against your will?
This is an interesting question. Brought here? No. Remain here? Oui.
Do you feel like there are other forces that are acting on your fate without your consent?
I know them for matter of fact. That there is.
All right. I feel like we might have more in common than you think.
Oh? Are you a new form of torture for Poigny?
Yes.
Trick me to make friends with Imagine?
I'm a new form of torture for many people. I think everyone in this group could argue that I'm a form of torture for them, since I believe I am the reason that they're here, but that's not really the point.
Kelby, like, head snaps to Turley. Never say that, Turley. That's not true.
All right.
Say more.
Just that some weird shit seems to be happening to me, and it seems like these fine folks have gotten caught in my wake, which I have now learned is our wake and not mine. Just wondering if there was any similarities between your particular coming and arrival and inability to go home and ours.
Well, probably not. You do not look like anyone where I am from. Similarities may be tangential at best. But I arrived with my patron.
Your bathroom?
Patron.
Patron?
Yes, our my what is word?
Your defender. That's what you called it earlier
Yes.
when it tried to cut me.
Ah, doigt. No. And he snaps twice to call the attention, and the illusory image drops to reveal a small, reddish, kind of like chitinous, red-skinned imp. This is doigt.
Blah?
He waves a tiny little claw. He's about 1.5 feet tall, large wings, and a small scorpion-like tail with a hook at the end.
I get a spelling on that.
Doigt?
Mhm.
Doigt.
So let me get this straight. You came here with your patron and Doigt for some sort of reason, and now you can't leave. Is your patron still here?
No. They are sealed on the other side.
The other
See.
side of the door?
The other sides of this illusory walls that we all perceive together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he means the door, Kelby.
Simulation of reality.
So you are not stuck in Yrossa, you're stuck on this plane.
Correctement.
Why are you in Yrossa?
Because they are cheap with the booze and short of the memory. That orc that I threw into the wall will reconstitute his illusion in a matter of hours, and will have forgotten completely by tomorrow that I even exist.
Is this something that happens often with you, or is that just here?
No, it is most places driven by the wants and desires of man.
You keep mentioning illusion. Do you think we are illusions?
You are part of it. What else would you be? This is yet another of 5 billion conversations I've had inside my own head. Over and over. Though I do admit you look different this time.
Looks at himself and kind of touches himself. I don't feel like an illusion. This is an illusion, and he'll make an illusion of a chair, and he'll pass his hand through it. That is an illusion.
But, as you may be aware, some illusions are more convincing than... And he produces the same chair and knocks it over. Some illusions can kill.
Well, seems... I don't know. We've had a lot of weird experiences on the road so far, but some things seem destined, almost fated. The fact that we've found another person who seems to have some of the same problems that we have. Maybe there's more to this union to be had.
I mean, at the very least, it seems like some of our goals are aligned.
Am I to understand as you are also seeking to leave all of this?
In a way.
Well, this is different indeed.
At the very least, we want that door open that you said your patron is locked behind.
Indeed.
We're here to fix the magic.
Yeah, speaking of, how the fuck is you still, like, no one here has magic?
I am, how you say, built different.
Yeah, I thought that too, for a while.
I mean, truly, I can still do magic.
I know. So can I.
All the magic I wield was imparted to me prior to the calamity that we all experience now. The magic does not belong to me, but it is mine all the same.
Perhaps it is as simple as just a different type. Surely, who knows? I, for one, have not had any problems with my magic so far, but then again, I don't really know where it comes from, so I don't pray to any gods, at least. So who knows?
Does Le Grand Tortue have problems with the somatic components of his magic, perhaps?
No. I don't have any problems. I just know that things are waning for some people. Drooping, as it were, to extend your metaphor.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about the rest of the party, but if our goals are so aligned, I wouldn't be opposed to an extra traveling companion, at least for a short amount of time. If this place truly is your own personal help, then
Pare. I would know where you are going before I become a extra luggage on your trip to Oblivion.
well, those details can come after we have decided one way or another, I believe. Want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And you will catch me up to speed on whatever page you decide upon. We?
Kelby's gonna look across the table at Anders, kind of head tilted to the side in that "what do you think" kind of way.
Anders just looks kind of perplexed and suspicious. Not sure what to make of our new friend.
I do not know what to make of you. So it seems we are on equal footing.
Maybe we can have a drink about it. Get to know each other a little bit better. But will you agree to help us at least get the supplies that we need?
Oui, this I can do. But You will pay for the vin du sang.
The Vendue
Our order of drinks, of which this useless imaginaire has yet to return with.
Hey, Kelby. Quietly, just trying to be with just the two of us. I thought of another vocabulary word for your list.
Oh, what is it?
Solipsism.
Solipsism?
Solipsism.
What is that?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's around this point that the barmaid returns with 2 very heavy trays, one with 3 massive bottles of unmarked liquor, several glasses on the same tray, and then on the other tray, the food that y'all may have ordered. She's brought another extra basket of bread for you all to share as well. She just kind of like slides it down, doesn't even take the trays back with her, and she just shuffles off.
Apropos du temps, and grabs the glass that matches his and downs the whole thing. And then promptly spits it out and throws the glass across the bar. Ce n'est pas du sang! This place is useless. I have broken the microphone. Whoops. Pardon.
Kelly kind of watches all of this with like wide eyes and like tries to gauge like the patron's response. To Poignet. Just do they react at all?
No, he throws the glass, yells, and then sits. I don't know what they do.
The other
that's what
people?
that's what she's trying to get. Like, what the hell is anybody else doing?
Sure. From where you're seating, you can see like 2 people at the same table on the opposite end of the bar, right about where Poignet would have thrown this glass. And they look up, one just kind of like dusts some glass shards off of their shoulder and gets back to it. And the barkeep, who is like in the center of this tavern, and kind of has a central position and is able to see everyone from where he's standing, just kind of looks over. You go pay for that, and just gets back to wiping the countertop.
I will pay for it when you serve me something that does not reek of peace.
Is that a
Yeah.
challenge?
Two in one day, not bad for Poignet. Absolutely, pende! And he starts marching to the front.
Sick. You see the kind of lazy bartender just like stand up to his full height, which is about 6.5 feet tall. Just this like burly mountain man just crunches his knuckles and just like stares at you.
You are speaking to me, enfoiré?
You call my drink piss?
Oui, it is peace.
I feel like watching this, like Turley has poured Mistwin a pretty sturdy like pour, and we're just like sitting there watching it, sipping.
Amazing.
I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to spend much time in taverns anymore.
That's okay. We can get all our drinks to go.
What? No.
Poignet
What
puts
the-
his hand
You
behind
think
his
they have?
back
Do you think they have growlers?
They might.
and summons a mage hand behind him and has it kind of swim under the bar and go back and starts flicking bottles off the shelves behind the bartender. And as soon as the bartender like turns around to like address that, he'll reach over the bar and grab 2 bottles of something and run. Evacuate!
What? No. No.
We're not with him.
None of that's on our tab.
A couple of the bottles crash to the ground, and he's able to turn around to grab at least one of them. And then just sees this red streak just skirt out of this tavern. He's paying for that.
I'm paying for it.
And Kelby's going to get up and walk over to the bar.
and say, I'm sorry about that. I'm happy to pay for everything. I was wondering if how business has been lately.
A lot like this. Smash stock. Low attendance.
Understood. Do you happen to have rooms for my companions and myself?
He looks at the stairs directly to his right. Yeah. How many rooms?
All right. Okay. How much will that be?
And Kelby, I mean, you can DM me, but whatever it is, Kelby is going to pay 5 extra gold on top of it.
Okay.
And she's going to be very, like, if, like, Mistwind's around, she's going to kind of, like, shoo him away to deal with it.
I spoke with our attendant, Petal, was it?
Yes, my wife.
That's wonderful. I'm a bard. I feel like maybe I can help. Would it be all right if I perform here tonight?
I wouldn't say no to a little tune or two.
Wonderful. My friends and I will be staying. The man who threw the glasses might come back. If he causes any trouble, I'll vouch for him.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
All right. How many rooms?
How many? Well, we need 3 beds. One needs, or 4, 3 like normal size bed and 1 really big one
Big bed.
with extra pillows.
Right. He'll like reach under the bar and just grab like a handful of keys and push them towards you. Just
Kelby will gather them
Pickery.
in her tiny little hands.
And nod. Thank you. And I'm sorry. What was your name?
airy.
Harry?
Right. Yeah.
Well, Harry. Thank you. I think everything's gonna be okay.
And she's going to hop down off of the stool and hurry back to the table where she'll kind of unceremoniously dump the keys on the table.
I got us rooms. And I paid for our tab, so we don't have to
Very-
worry about that.
That was
Yeah,
very
but
kind of you.
You
I
did
was gonna,
not have to do that. Yes.
yeah, I was gonna pay for the bottles for Mistwood and I. It
You know
is
what?
my lifelong goal to get him absolutely shit canned.
Well, I think you're probably gonna need something stronger than this. Just by the smell of it, I feel like the stuff that he had that he shared with us earlier is a bit stronger.
Hey,
Hey,
speaking. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Kelby, you didn't pay for what Poignet did you?
I did.
Gosh.
It's at this moment the camera pans to wherever Poignet is. Where is Poignet?
Poignet would have like run down a few blocks and then found a way to climb up onto. No, actually, not find a way. He would have climbed up onto a roof. He'll cast enlarge on himself so that he can get up onto the rooftops, and then he'll use the rooftops to get back to the hotel room, and then slip into one of the rooms where he usually, whatever room has the window open.
Mm-hmm.
As is like his standard MO in this town, to just kind of break into places and steal the creature comforts of like standard living.
Absolutely. And the room directly above the table of where your new friends are happens to be the one with the window open. So those of you downstairs would hear a slight thud above you.
Yeah, he'll sit there and enjoy his free bottle that he got away with.
Mister, I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I was going to say, maybe don't shell out for every vagrant we meet, but maybe that's not the point. I understand you were trying to do a nice thing for the owners, so I retract my statement.
I don't think he's any vagrant, Mr. Wynn.
Maybe not a vagrant, but troublemaker, to say the least.
One of the things I've learned in my time is that people have many different varied responses to trauma.
Sure.
He's like the rest of this place. His hope is gone.
I mean, his mind might be gone too, let's be honest.
I kind of like that about him.
He is fun. I kind of want to, bring him along with us and just send him into random places and see what kind of fuck shit he'll cause.
So
Anders, what do you think? You've been awfully quiet and very stern.
I think our new friend is has an interesting outlook on what is happening, but in the same predicament we are, as Turley pointed out. Maybe we can help him. He seems to need a purpose, so maybe we can give him that. It does not change what we must do.
No.
But if he cannot get himself into trouble for 5 minutes, maybe we could talk about it. But we'll see. But I am curious about the state of things here, and I'll say, excuse me, and I'll get up and go over to the bar, to the bartender. Aside from the obvious things that are going on around here, how is the reach of the Empire here these days?
Fucking Empire. Well, they're still around. Can't quite wring their hands even after the fucking collapse.
What about the Myriad?
Heard rumors of the Myriad for years. They've been ousted for decades.
So no recent trouble from them here?
Not that I've heard of.
Good. Who is Starosta here now?
Do you mean the Starosta that's been here for years?
Yes, it's been a while since I've been back.
Sure. Zula saw. She's still running the show.
I see. Some things never change.
Unfortunately.
Any, trouble at any of the local temples?
Temples. Just piles of rocks at this point.
Really?
Useless. That's all they are.
Is there an Ayun temple here?
Here? No. Maybe
No.
maybe a shrine.
Okay.
Maybe. You looking for one?
No. No, I just wondered if... Like I said, it has been a while since I've been here. I don't remember all of the nuances. I'm
When-
trying to reacquaint myself.
When's the last time you were here?
It would have been a long time. It's hard to explain, but
Right. Asking about temples. Who does that anymore? Why are you curious about things that aren't working?
it's a good question.
Don't tell me you're one of those grinners.
A what?
A grinner?
I don't think so. What is that?
Just people. Seem too happy for everything that's going on.
I'm definitely not happy with what is going on. Where would we find these grinners?
They're everywhere.
Are there any in here right now?
No. Not as far as I can tell. Just Bob and Jeffrey over there in the corner, and then you all. Then my wife back in the kitchens.
What? I'm very curious about this. What? So there are people that are just... They walk around happy and grinning all the time.
I mean, it's the easiest way to identify them.
Do they gather anywhere?
Sure.
They like...
What group doesn't gather? Especially when they're singing and telling stories.
Where might that be?
Taverns like this, all across Wildemount. Pick one, you might find one in there. Just not here.
Alright.
Clearly.
Yes, clearly. Interesting.
Is there
Well,
anything
thank
more
you for
that I
your
can...
time.
Perfect. If
Nope,
you need
and he'll-
anything else, call for me and my
And-
wife.
Anders will put a silver on the bar.
Thank you, and he'll just slide that back into his little coin purse at his hip.
And come back to the table and... according to the bartender, it seems like things are fairly normal here, but the obvious things going on. But he did mention something that seemed kind of odd.
Oh?
He said there are people, he called them grinners, he said they're too happy for what is going on.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, and I asked him if they were like a group, like they, I didn't ask if they were like a cult or anything, but if they gather, and he said yes, they will gather in taverns across the town. It just seems kind of odd.
In taverns? Like... For,
No,
for
the
meetings?
happiness.
Happiness.
Well, he said they tell stories and sing songs and things like that, but
That doesn't
Doesn't-
sound so bad.
in a normal circumstance, I would agree with you, Kelby, but given the state of things currently, it does not make much sense.
Hmm. Well,
Have to keep an eye out for people that are overly happy. Maybe talk to them.
they should be easy to spot.
I would think so.
Well, at least I know I'm safe.
Are you unhappy, Charlie?
No, I just don't look happy. The
I don't know
general,
about that.
the general facade of Grumpy.
It is a facade, though.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Charlie, do we need to get you into a room next to a fire? You're looking positively frozen.
Well, if you wouldn't be sitting so close to me with the snowballs that are covering your armor,
Listen,
perhaps I would be warmer.
You know what? I would appreciate if I understand it's funny, but maybe just make light of it and then help me out next time. Because it is a little like I can feel it and it's like caught in there and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it out myself.
I had a similar problem in Palma Flora, but it wasn't snow.
What was it?
Sand.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was as bad as you think.
Did you like Palmaflora, Turley?
I have some very fond memories of that place.
Do you want to share one?
I don't think it's safe.
When it is, maybe. And you feel comfortable. I'd really like to hear about it.
Maybe if that time comes, I will share.
Okay. I think I'm going to. Well, I mean, is there anything else we need to talk about, really, before we turn in? I know we'll need to find Poignet. My guess is that he's probably not that far. He made a deal.
Are we all
Yes.
Are we all agreed that Poignet should be extended in invitation?
Yes, I think, like I said, I think he needs a purpose. I think we can give that, so... we need to make a list of supplies we need. I can go out in the morning and get those while you seek out our new friend and convince him to join us.
Dwa chimes in and waves and points up.
Barely cast sending at Onyi. Hey, we're making a store run in the morning. You need anything before we set out?
Salute. Some van for the road.
Some wine?
Oui.
Does it have to be wine?
S'il vous plaît. That's 3 castings of sending. By the way.
I'm aware.
Just for like 2 to 3 words. It's great.
Yeah.
And I'm like 40 feet above you.
I'm aware.
Welcome to Against the Tides.
Turley, from where you're sitting, you hear like slight scratching above you. Poignet, this is your tail scratching the floor as you're sitting there, like in conversation. It's just kind of idly doing that.
Merci,
Hey, listen.
toilette.
Hey, listen, Anders. I need a
Yes.
giant fucking parka. The warmer, the better. Your boy's cold.
Okay.
Also, if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm 500 pounds, so 2 for me, and then 2 for Miss One, so that's 6. If we can get 7 times 4 is what's 28? If we can get 28 bottles of wine for the road too, that'd be great.
That's a lot of wine.
Nope.
That's a lot of wine. We're not going to be able to transport all that and all of our stuff.
Yes.
It's two cases. That's it.
Nope.
I'll give you the money.
But it's.
Do you think
not
they've got
about the
2
money.
cases of wine in this entire zip code?
It is impractical.
All right, how about 1 bottle each?
That sounds better.
And then 1 more for me.
All right, Turley.
And 1 more for Miss Wynn.
Nope.
You hear that, Miss Wynn?
I,
You drink too much.
it's all right.
Actually, you shouldn't get any either after what you did last night, my friend.
Listen, I'm cold, and I don't know if you know this, but alcohol, it makes you warm.
What do you mean did last night?
That is not true. What?
I'm pretty sure that you told me that was false, Turley.
He did. I was there. I will get your wine and your coat.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I slept through my watch, Kelby. There, I said it.
Are we still on about that?
Kelby has pulled out her lute and has been kind of tuning the strings as this conversation's been going on.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my thing, if that's fine with you guys, and then see if we can't make a little bit of money while we're at it. And then probably call it a night, yeah?
Sure. Are you playing?
Yeah, I spoke with Harry. At the barkeeper over there.
Look, I know he's got like a giant grizzly beard, but you don't gotta like make a nickname for him.
Oh no, that's
Off
his
the
name, I
spot.
asked. And
Oh,
his
my
wife is Petal.
My fault. Sorry.
That's okay. It is kind of funny.
I will use
Her
my
name
last.
is Harry.
Yeah, I will use my last available spell slot to cast Sending one more time to Poigny, to say, "Hey, the show's about to start. I think there's a seat for you. We can only hold it for 5 more minutes."
You feel a tiny hand, like, push on your thigh.
Not now. I'm talking to someone.
Pardon, monsieur. The voice coming from just beneath you. I am already here.
You're an ear.
I am already here.
You're all. You're. I'm confused. What about your ear?
I am right here, next to you. I am right here.
There's a right ear next to me. Where's the left ear?
No, not ear. I am saying ear. I am ear.
I'm okay. Yeah, you might want to clean the wax out. I think we're having trouble understanding each other.
Kelby has removed herself from the table and has walked over to the bar. You see her kind of whispering with Harry.
It's okay. I know the last bar just played by their table, but it's kind of hard for people to see me. Is it okay if I just hop up on the bar here? Is that fine? Yeah, I'm gonna take your silence as a resounding yes.
Kelby is going to climb up on the bar with her lute and is going to do her normal bit of she's actually going to look at the bar behind her. Like, are there mugs and stuff on the wall? On shelves, like glasses and stuff?
Mhm.
Okay. Kelby is going to touch one of the shelves and cast light on it, and it's going to be like soft silver light, so the shelf itself is actually glowing, and using the glasses that are sitting on top of it kind of to like emanate light from that as well as her backdrop. And she's then going to kind of look around and grin at the 2 patrons and go, "Hi, I'm about to put on the best show you've ever seen. Do you have any friends you want to invite?"
They look at each other, and they both say in unison, "He's my best friend."
Oh, that's really sweet.
Kelby's gonna start strumming some chords and using minor illusion to play the drum beat behind. Start playing her music. She's gonna go through some of the songs the party has already heard, moving quickly through like different variations. She'll sing a one about it being cold outside. And it'll be a little like she'll kind of wince as she gets through it, and at the end be like, I'm still working on the lyrics for that one. And as she gets like to the end of her set, she's going to get really serious.
This one's a new one. I wrote it for someone who I think I was supposed to find. I hope that they hear it wherever they are, and I don't know. I hope it makes their day.
And Kelby will start to play, and she'll also start to sing. Pointy, 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 pointy. I'm begging of you, please come join our band. Pointy, 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 pointy. Please come. You can help us. Yes, you can. Your chivalry's beyond compare, with curling horns and raven hair, with crimson skin and eyes of ember glow. Your smile can charm most anything, your voice so soft is everything, and no one can compete with you, Ponye. And she will continue to finish out this ballad, kind of vocals rising and falling, and as she gets to the end, she will she'll reach back and touch the shelf and change the light to be the same color red as Poigny's skin, and then have it kind of change between that and the gray and orange of his eyes before taking a very big bow on top of the stage
And say, thank you, everybody. Have a great night. And don't forget, you're the hope, all the hope you need in the world.
before gathering up her stuff and hopping down off the bar.
As you begin to gather your things and you look up, you see a crowd of people pouring in from the door, Mistwind heading the charge, bringing in a fair amount of people. And from where you're standing, you can see out the door and you see that they're coming from the tavern across the way.
Kelby smiles huge seeing this
and goes, well, I mean, what kind of show doesn't have like an encore or two?
Are they grinning when they come in?
I mean, they seem like less upset with the state of the world. You can make a perception check if you would like.
I would like. That is... Hold on, I'm on a different window. 24.
Okay. Most people coming in seem like a little hesitant at first, like, the fuck? Music? What is happening here? I don't understand. This is here? This is here right now? You see a couple people, like, look at each other and kind of, like, elbow each other and smile. But, you know, there are people smiling.
Okay.
Kelby's up on the bar and will
Come in, welcome. You did just, in fact, miss the greatest show of your lives. But since you're all here now, I suppose I can make a special circumstance and play you the second best show that you ever would have heard.
and we'll launch right back in her routine.
Very good. You put on a grand performance with your second greatest show of all time. A few people, like, in the front of the crowd, like, kind of kneel down so the people in the back can see a little bit better. But they, like, you see some people get into it. One person has, like, their young child with them, oddly enough, in a tavern. But they, like, kind of start doing a little jig up front. You see some, like a couple in the back kind of lean into one another as they're enjoying the tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Some people flick a couple coins up onto the top of the bar. And the bartender, Harry, will start like collecting it and putting it like near your feet.
Kelby will wink at Harry, and continue like to finish out her set. She'll ask for requests, and if she doesn't know them, ask people to kind of like, well, can you hum it a little bit, and kind of start interacting with the crowd. Okay, yeah, and just is living her best bard performing life.
I love it. This is extremely good.
Dwa, while this is happening, Dwa is
Yes.
kind of mirroring what Poigny would be doing, which is just kind of like leaning with one leg over the other, like watching, and he's holding an unseen glass of like wine that Poigny is holding, but that Dwa is not, and is occasionally like sipping from it and scoffing and like rolling his eyes. But by like the third or fourth instance of songs being played, he'll see that like people are starting to pour in. He'll re-invisify and start floating around as Poigny withdraws from seeing through his eyes. Dwa, of his own volition, will start to fly over to each table and light little tea lights in the center of each table.
It's a whole ass mood in here now, with more people pouring in from the street, hearing the jaunty tunes echoing out onto kind of the promenade area. This place is more or less packed. There's only like one table that's unfilled, and it's more or less standing room only at this point. As people continue to like ask for more music, and one person even like gets up there with like one of those like little finger guitars that's like a little just a little rubber band or whatever.
Do you want to play the song that I taught the Kenku or no? How good are you with that thing?
He like busts out a little tune and it's pretty solid. Just nods
Yeah,
at
100%. Kelby is gonna like quickly teach the song about that she taught Pumpkin, which seems like forever ago, but she's gonna teach that person so they can sing the song about the Turley hiding in fright, if I remember the lyrics right.
you. That sounds right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that's until we're ready for bed and until the party stops. That's what Kelby's doing.
Cool. Yeah. At this point, people aren't willing to like go home. It's the sun has long since set at this point. Some people are like trying to pull their friends out of the tavern, like, we got work in the morning, we gotta get out of here. But it's very clear that this is a rare occurrence in this town, and people are heavily drawn to it. It's probably a solid like another hour and a half of performances, and Harry's like feeding you little goblets of water to keep you hydrated. Just chucking some bread up there that you can just shove down the gullet as you work in between sets. But yeah, you're heartily tipped. Please take into account 17 silver and 4 copper, as people have just like been hucking money your way. Harry like gives a solid nod in your direction as you're cleaning up for the evening, and people are exiting the premises. Just like looking at the stock of liquor behind him has very quickly depleted. This is a lot of business in a short amount of time. But yeah, you've had a very successful performance. You've already dispersed the keys to go upstairs. One of the rooms that, well, let's see, who would want rooms by themselves or who would want them together?
I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any preference really.
Yeah, not really.
He will not be making that decision as someone who will either walk into his room or not.
Turley, your room is the first on the right. Harry would have like guided you up there. It has the largest bed, which I think is like a queen size.
With extra pillows.
Yeah, there are a couple extra pillows on the bed, so you're set.
It's only a couple, but it'll do. Hey, how much did Kelby make on the bar performing in your establishment?
A fair amount.
Like how much?
Like 17 silver, give or take a few copper.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for letting her do that, and I will hand him another gold.
Oh. Gods, all right.
Just
Well,
consider it your cut.
the amount of liquor that I sold here tonight was more than enough.
Yeah, but you didn't really have much business before this, and I would venture to guess that restocking is going to cost you some money. So.
Well, thank you kindly. He'll just nod his head and back out.
I will flop on the bed and hope that I do not land on Poignet.
The next available room for you all is the second on the left. You open it and there are 2 beds opposite one another.
Oh, Anders, wanna bunk up with me?
Yes.
All right. God, I just got tired. The mist was out. Long day.
Okay. And then the last available room for you is the very far back right one, which the door is already open for you, Kelby. And there appears to be a tiefling in this room.
Kelby walks in with her bag slung over her shoulder, kind of humming to herself and rubbing her eyes as she like lazily walks in. She'll stop at the door and look at Poignet and the empty bed. Okay, great. And she'll quietly go over and start like unpacking her stuff on the bed, and without turning to look at Poignet is,
So are you gonna join us?
There is, this town has grown stale. It was time I left anyway.
Do you think it'll be less stale with us?
This remains to be seen, though. Helping me take down an orc earlier today was not bland. It's not spicy, but it's not bland.
I should probably tell you what I tell most people when they meet me. It's a whole shtick. Everybody else already heard it, but since you're new and you're joining us,
and Kelby's gonna turn around, and she looks tired, but her eyes are just bright, like stars. Like you can tell that she's been energized by the activity of the night, and you get the sense she's actually gonna have a hard time sleeping tonight.
my name's Kelby Sparkspinner, and I'm gonna be the greatest performer this world has ever seen.
There was a time when I could ensure it. Perhaps if we both are successful, you would be willing to make a deal.
That's alright. I'm pretty sure I can make it on my own. At least this part. I've got the magic in me and all that.
She does a little jig.
Well, for what it is worth, if the performance downstairs is any indication, you're getting there.
Yeah, I am.
And Kelby's gonna kind of pull back the covers and slip in, and kind of roll on her back, or her side away from Poignet, and like let out a melodramatic like yawn, just over the top.
Good night. And if your familiar tries to stab me in my sleep, know that Anders will wear your kidneys.
Bon nuit. And trust me, neither of you would see it coming. And he will pivot in the sofa chair that he's sitting in and kind of dangle his legs over the side and lean up against like the inner wall of this box seat, and then just kind of like drunkenly like pass out.
Fantastic. So as sleep finds you all on this rather eventful evening, you all can very easily take a long rest. You guys have completed your long rest. The morning is yours, essentially. Yeah, we're chilling.
Guan Yi would like to have woken up super early, as is his MO. Trying to get caught by the illusions. Sleeping in their hotel room. And he will have scrambled out the open window pre-dawn.
Nice.
And he went to go get new threads. Because he's an adventurer now.
This is extremely good and very easy for you to do. This is something that Poignet has done many a time in escaping tavern rooms that he has kind of commandeered for his own use.
I would like to make it difficult. I want to do this as difficult as possible, please.
Perfect. I mean, if you want to roll a stealth check real quick just to see how it goes, I am curious to the results.
What? That's on me. I made the joke. Fuck.
Well, with a 5.
Something's gonna blow up.
Nice.
Poignet, in your expertise of this routine that you have nearly every morning, specifically here in Yrossa, you feel very confident as you stand up on the bed to jump out of this window to the neighboring building across the way. But you forget that there's Kelby in this bed, and you fucking trip over her, waking her up before dawn, as you just kind of tumble out the window. You land on like an awning.
Bitch tool bag? What the shit is wrong with you?
I love Kelby.
Merde.
There she is.
Did
You red trash tea blossom, what the fuck?
Did Kelby hook up last night? What is happening right now?
So sorry, my bad.
Oh,
I know there's not a lot of magic in this world, but could they not use any of it to make you smarter? Fuck!
I did not think that a person so small would be right in the center of where I was placing my feet.
Well, now you know, you fucking slimy nut dragon, son of a bitch!
Perhaps the window was a bad idea. I'm going out the front door.
What the fuck? What are you even doing? It's not even daytime outside yet. What is going on?
Continue sleeping. And you run outside. I'll knock on Turley's door. Turley, toilette, tortue. I have done something terrible to kill me. And now her abdomen is on fire. Please.
Get back here, you slutty snot hound!
And now she will not cease the spouting of dragon fires at me. I may have misstepped this time. If you could send my apologies, I must go now. Thank you.
Does Turley wake up from that at all?
so not that Poignet would know, but yes. And as you leave, there's just this like smirk that comes onto his face. And a little nod.
I like this. I like this a whole bunch. This is very good. Poignet, you find yourself outside of the tavern, having to like bust through the front door because it's been locked for the evening. You're outside and you're running around looking for stuff. What are you doing?
I will go to a haberdashery or clothier and do what I do, which is to make a large distraction. I'll actually use create bonfire to start a fire at the back of the store, where all like the silks are. I'm not really looking for anything in silk. I need something a little hardier, something in perhaps a linen.
Okay.
Something with non-clashing colors like white and red, and perhaps a little shade of green, so that we can blend in with the background in case any non-illusory beasts tend to be roaming around the prime material. And I will grab those from the front of the store while the store is on fire.
Perfect. God.
I don't know my size, so I'll grab many sizes of each thing, so that I may try them on later and throw away what I do not need.
Fantastic. This is the old song and dance of Poignet. So you're able to grab the cloak that you're wearing now, but you're able to grab a child's cloak, one that has some like golden filigree embroidered along the edges, that also has the wording "Get the fuck out of my town" on the very back of it. Then you also grab a costume, undetermined exactly what costume quite yet, and then just a burlap sack that was on a hanger. You know, have all these things.
What's in the sack?
Oh, the sack is empty.
It's just a sack?
Yeah. It was their accessible option for clothing.
And a child's cloak. Okay.
Yep.
Understood.
Busting your way through this God. This place of artisan goods, essentially, and then making your way out onto the street and probably down a alleyway to examine your goods. You find a couple small children huddled in the alleyway. One of them eating a loaf of moldy bread. Thank you. The other looking hungrily at it. And a small dog next to them.
Not saying a word to either of them. Poignet will probably just like pull his hood closer down, but like internally think to himself like, the illusions are getting weird. Do they think they are punishing me by trying to give me like a sense of like guilt? They are illusory. They're not alive. Should I feel bad that I did not cook the dog for the hungry child? I'm going to think about this later, but right now I feel a little uncomfortable with what the illusions are implying, that I am some sort of like human. Anyway. Dear diary.
The two children are still like staring up at you, crumbs falling from the little girl's face.
I will like hurry away, like very Karen-esque, like just like pull my cloak and try to like scamper away from them as quickly as possible. Like, go away now. Goodbye. Go. Shoo, filthy children. Good day. Share the bread. Goodbye.
Perfect. Do you still have all the other stuff that you swiped from this store?
Yeah. What's as I'm walking? Can I pull the costume out to see what it is?
Sure. It is gaudy as all hell. It resembles something of like a jester's costume, with yellows and purples and greens, lined with gold, and there's like faux pearl beads sewn in multiple kind of highlighted spots, kind of resembling like a flower. It's a top and a bottom piece. And as you're like examining the inside of the top, there's like a hat that's stuffed in there too.
Okay, this seems more up Tortue's alley. I will save it for him. Looks like I didn't get away with any traveling clothes, because I got a costume, a kid's cloak, and a bag. But now I have a bag, and I would like to try again at another tailor shop, maybe.
Okay.
Or better yet, is there anybody like walking down? These are illusions; they're not real people. Is anybody walking down the street that looks to be about my size, wearing something that looks like muted? You know, like a white or gray or green tunic. Maybe some sturdy pants that look nice, but not too nice.
You would know that the majority of people in this town are not super well off. There are a lot of people with their same like stature and build, but as far as like looking nice and wearing relatively clean clothes isn't really something that's the norm here, unfortunately.
What about the bouncers of the bars? They've got to look presentable.
Oh yeah, they look fine.
Are they both orcs, or is one of them like closer to human size that I might be able to like, you know, let it in an inch or two?
Well, the half orc that you were previously familiar with, looks to be like half a foot taller than you. And you know that there's another bouncer at that specific tavern, the super popular one in town, that the other bouncer resembles your build. More or less, they're a little bit more stocky, not as skinny as you are. But as far as like, you know, torso length and how long their legs are, about the same.
Tight. I will I'll just walk up to that bar and grab like an oil lamp off of the windowsill, and just like hold it out in his direction, and say attaque, and cast catapult and fling the oil lamp directly at his face. And try to knock him out so that I can get his clothing.
Roll an attack roll.
This is actually a dex save on his part, so he needs to make a DC 16 save.
All right. Well, he succeeds.
Shit. So he
He's
only
still
takes
like
half.
hit with it, but it doesn't like discombobulate him as you were hoping. What the fuck was
Not
that?
Bad. That's the damage from catapult. Half of that. So
10?
yeah.
Christ. Okay. A cut appears above his left temple.
Merde.
What the fuck was that? Poignet, is that you? You stupid son of a bitch.
So sorry, I have to do this, but you know,
He just
Eldritch,
goes, no.
Eldritch blast out the finger, eek, as I look away and wince.
Okay, roll another attack
boom.
roll.
There's 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 and 16.
Cool, roll damage on both of them. God.
And 15. And wow. 11. So 26 damage, and he gets shoved 20 feet.
Perfect. He was right up against the door here, so you push him inside, and you just hear commotion as like he runs into tables and chairs and knocks everything over. Some glasses knock over, and you hear the crackling of the glass, the noise pouring out from this tavern, and you just hear a
Just so, as he goes sailing like through the window, I would like to run in there. My friend, he is so drunk today. I'm so sorry, and I will drag him outside and take his clothing if I can.
fantastic. Yeah, he's absolutely unconscious at this point, having been drugged through a tavern that he was just flung into. Very easy for you to just nab his clothing straight off of him. Are you doing this out in the open? Are you doing this in like?
Yeah, I mean, screw it. At this point, I've made a commotion. I'm just gonna grab all of his like external clothing. I'll yell, "Someone call a cleric!" inside, and then I will invis and run away.
Fantastic. All right.
Oops.
Meanwhile,
What's everyone else doing? It's still like, I would say that the amount of time that you've taken for this has been a couple hours. Like, scouting places out, kind of planning your route, being a little chaotic.
I'll just go really quickly because Kelby's would be very straightforward since she was trampled by it, and it. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing. So, Kelby is awake and cursing in her room, unable to sleep at this point. She'll kind of lay angrily on the bed for a minute, just silently cursing up at the ceiling.
That elitist douchehammer. I swear, if he was any more incompetent, he'd just shit himself and then suffocate.
And just being like upset. She'll take a deep breath. And then she'll get out of bed with no shoes and just kind of pitter patter down the hall to where she knows Turley's room is.
Actually, as you open the door, Turley's standing outside there.
In the hall?
Yeah. So I'm a little confused. Like, would he, like, choke on his own? Like, would he shit in his mouth? I didn't understand that particular insult.
Well, it's like he just like would stop breathing because he only has the one brain cell and it would be too preoccupied with shitting.
So, Kelby.
Yeah.
I heard Poignet was in your room.
Well, yeah, he slept on the chair.
Mm-hmm.
Turley, I was just nearly trampled to death in my own bed. Are you seriously suggesting right now what I think you're suggesting?
I'm not trying to come here and tell you what's right and what's wrong. You do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. I'm just, I heard tell that you had a visitor last night, that's all.
Hmm. It was your mom.
My mom's dead, Kelby. How dare you? That's a joke. I was rude of me. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
How was she?
Yeah, pretty good. Not as caring as I thought she would be. Like at first, I thought she'd just be like a gentle lover, but there was a nice like fierceness to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's a self-proclaimed bitch. She says it all the damn time.
Yeah, I definitely picked up on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if my mom was there, I know that Poignet was there. Was this like a whole group thing, or was it just those two people?
I think you should know by now that I'm a solo artist, so not really interested in joining a group.
All right. Well, listen. Poignet said he was sorry for trampling you.
Yeah, are you done trying to embarrass me?
I don't think that's possible.
I mean that.
Anyway, I just wanted to pass the message along because he asked me to.
Yeah. Thank you. Are you going back to sleep?
No. We slept a really, really large amount of hours in the last
I know, but you've
day.
just been really tired and really quiet. I was just asking.
Some of us didn't.
Sounds like Anders is awake. Anders, is Mistwin awake too?
No, he sleeps through everything.
Oh. Well, that's probably for the best.
Anders comes out and kind of walks past them because he's got errands to run.
Hey, just let me know what I owe you. Please don't mark it up too much, but I expect you to put a little something in there for yourself.
Anders, is it okay if I come with you?
Of course.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep anyways. Especially now that I'm thinking about Turley's mom. I'm all hyped up.
She's gonna turn around, go back in the room, get ready for the day really quick.
Turley, seeing you guys going about your business, will not knock and just open the door and slam it in Miss Wynn's room. Hey, fucker, get up. We got stuff to talk about. Kelby had a 3-way last night, and I'll close the door behind me.
So just what? He grabs whatever bottle is next to his bed and just hurries over to Turley's room. Nightgown and all.
Oh my god! And now I'm picturing the. Oh my god! Yep. Like straight up like Ebenezer Scrooge style. Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Love it. Like stocking cap and all.
It's whatever like the owners left in the drawers of the, because like he like goes to, yeah.
So it's probably a little bit too big.
Oh yeah. Looks like a child running in like their father's shirt just down the hallway. I want to know how shopping goes.
Yeah, I literally was. That was a mic drop. Please shift focus to that moment.
Absolutely. We're gonna very quickly. Well, Ponya, have you returned? Sorry, I was zoning out.
Yeah, I imagine that whatever I was doing took longer than whatever just happened here without his knowledge.
Sick.
But yeah, no, it would have taken much longer, I'm assuming.
Okay. So you were.
I would arrive probably by the time they arrive back from their thing.
Okay. Sure. Then we'll shift focus to the friendos who are hoping to go shopping.
Ooh, shopping montage.
Shopping montage. I'm just using the good old shop catalog that one Mr. Saint has forwarded my way that most of you should have. Should you need it, let me know, and I can forward it your way.
Oh my god, that thing just gets me excited every time I open it.
It's incredible. I don't know that Bright and Ty have it, so let me...
I can check.
Oh, okay.
Please forward, yes.
Yes. So
Is it in our channel by chance?
I don't think so.
This
but I'll
one
put it-
probably not.
Yeah. We just put it there and pin it because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but that
Yeah.
way.
I know it's in Morningstar, it's just not over here on Ted's. But if you guys would like to purchase, more or less anything that's on here, we're looking at cost cheap, and then the location of where you can find it is rural locale. So anything that matches up with either of those, really across the board here, save for arcane shop stuff and high-end clothing, special materials, pretty much any like the super high-end shit, just that doesn't exist here, not at all. But anything from potion shop on up is good to go for you.
All right. I don't think I have this document. So someone can...
Sorry,
pull it
I'm
up
having
for
trouble
me.
finding it.
It's okay. I have it.
I don't know where I saved it.
I got you.
How about you just drop it in the Discord? So you make sure Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about, but in the off chance that I have a different one.
I really
That's
thought
okay.
I had it easier, like right there, and it's not where I thought it was.
I keep it in one specific location, so I know where to find it. But yeah, this is a pretty comprehensive shop catalog that showcases multiple different stores and the kind of things that they might sell in those stores. It is split up by different variances of cost depending on where it is. And then
So if there's an X in the column, they have it or they
rural.
don't.
they do. Yeah, in rural
Okay,
locale, if
they
it
do.
is there, then they do
Okay.
have it. Hi,
All right.
TPK. Hello.
Hey, TPK.
How's everybody? Welcome, friends. Hi, Meg.
General store. All right. Where's the?
We're in a shopping montage right now. BT dubs.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh, you have a newer version?
you should get some winter clothing, Kelby.
Yeah. We should need to make sure we find something for Turley.
Oh, I have that covered.
Okay.
And
awesome.
I'm gonna buy him a horse blanket.
Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, perfect.
Fuck yes.
I love this. I love this so much.
And then winter clothing for myself and for Mistwin. Let's see.
I'm gonna buy Poignet some winter clothes. Now, how tall is he, do you think? He's like your size, kind of.
Yes, I think so. I don't see winter clothing on here.
Maybe just traveler clothes.
Yeah, the common clothing or traveler's clothing. Yeah.
That's fine. You
I'll
can
see
skin
that.
that as winter clothing if you'd like.
And you said, was there a store that wasn't available?
3 gold.
So if you're like
No
scrolling
magic.
through this, yeah, everything from the arcane shop on down, just ignore.
Okay, but there is a potion shop.
There is a potion shop. There is
Okay.
a market, but not much of this stuff is on here. You can ignore the meal and inn prices and stuff.
Yeah, Kelby's like, I feel like this is one of those things where we're just kind of drifting from store to store.
Anders, I feel like when I would travel with my family, we always made sure to have a couple of healing potions on hand, just in case,
Yes.
people couldn't get to the back of the convoy quickly enough. Do you think
I
we should
agree.
probably get some?
Yes, of course.
How many do you think?
I was going to buy 3. And 3 plus the clothing and where's the rations? There it is. 1 day, 3 silver. Okay. So week times 5, 35 is 105 silver, so that's 11 gold. All right, so basically I'm spending about 120 gold.
That's a lot of gold.
100.
The potions are expensive.
Yeah.
38 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I'm looking at the wrong row.
All right.
So you're buying 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy an additional 3. And then I'm getting Kelby and Poignet's clothes. I don't know if you factored that in to yours already.
Who's Poignet?
Kelby's and
Kelby and Poignet. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I just got
Okay, perfect.
Mine, Mistwin, and Turley.
Awesome. And then we got rations sorted, yeah? Or do we still need those?
I bought a week's worth of rations for all people.
Okay.
So if you want to buy a week's worth of rations, it's 11 gold for a week's worth for everybody.
Yeah.
So that way we have 2 weeks worth of rations. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to take a while.
I'm not super worried about rations and stuff. So
Yeah,
so
I
long as
know.
you're like keeping track of that, if you
It's
want
more
to,
about
whatever.
it's more about the gold, the price of it.
Mhm.
Not necessarily that we're, we're eating them now,
Hi guys, would you like to describe your MRE? Is it the jambalaya kind? Is there the
yeah,
tiny
bud.
Tabasco sauce in there? Or is there Skittles in there this time, or is it just the pound cake?
Yeah, exactly.
Kelby would, as we're kind of looking around, she would notice that one of the shops has like a little drum, and she'd kind of grin at that and run her fingers over the top of it before kind of catching herself and moving on.
Anders, so we've got clothes and we got food and we got some potions. Do we want I mean, we need to find a cart, right? Or a horse?
I mean, if we're going into the mountains, we will have to leave the cart eventually.
Maybe we can sell it though, on the way, passing merchants or something.
I mean, maybe. Where's that? Did you find a cart on here? How much is that?
I haven't found a cart. I figured we would have to probably RP that piece out.
Okay.
I would prefer that as well. Any sort of
cart.
like chartering or finding transportation, let me know when you guys want to do that.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. We talked about trying to charter a ride.
Oi! Anders! Calby! You hear from the window of the tavern as you guys pass by.
Yes?
At some point. Mistwin throws like a little pouch, medium-sized pouch, at Anders because he knows he can catch. There's 100 gold in there. If you find a jeweler, please grab me one of these things. Please grab me a pearl.
Okay, we'll try. Oh, there's a
could you give me a
1.8
boat?
version.
What?
No,
Nope.
a boat.
Why would we buy you a boat?
Because it's easier to sail than walk.
What?
Hey,
Are you sure you don't need more sleep?
has Poigny said hi to you today? And then he'll kind of giggle and leave the window.
Okay, Anders, let's find Turley a land boat.
I very much love how
You
this
mean
conversation is
A
like.
cart?
This is like I'm picturing this scene like on a stage play where you guys are standing out front and then Miss Wynn and Turley are just like popping up her window. Hey, can you like go get this?
Yeah, exactly.
Like straight up farce style, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn Against the Tides into Noises Off. Let's do it.
I need that in my
So-
life. Please, thank
so
you.
is there a jeweler, and do they have a pearl?
There is someone with a cart in a small little like alleyway just off of the main thoroughfare here that has a few gems.
Okay.
Said you're looking for a pearl.
Yep.
They will have 1.
Okay.
Convenient.
I know, that was very lucky.
It's fairly chonky too. It's like a little bit miscolored, slightly like, I don't know. It's a pearlescent, but it's like pink.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a champagne diamond. Got it. All right. Okay.
Well, let's go
Yes.
try and sucker somebody out of a cart, huh?
Yes. I think we have more luck. It'd probably be better economically if we rent. Pay someone to drive the cart.
How's your bartering skills there, Anders? You seem like a pretty logical person.
I mean, yes, I am logical, but that does not always translate into the best deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, not very good. I'm sorry to say.
I can be pretty persuasive if I put my
I
mind
bet.
to it.
If I had to bet, I'd say Poignet is probably better at it than I am.
Yeah, but Poignet also seems pretty volatile. I mean, we can see. We can see if he's
excellent word.
interested, but I did end up buying 2 bottles of booze that was stolen until I bought it. He thinks everything's an illusion. So I feel like he'd probably just listen. I'm all for explosions and excitement and fireworks, but maybe we could just get the cart the old-fashioned way. Tell them that we're desperate to get home to our grandparents' funeral, and if we don't have the cart right this second, we'll miss it, and then we'll never forgive ourselves. Something like that.
I mean, I will back you up.
Great.
And Kelby's gonna go find, whether it's like a stable or just a guy with a cart.
Okay. All right. You don't have to travel very far. You do recognize that most of the people with carts are on. Words are hard. What is it called? Where did it go? The name of the street? Haven Path Road. The one that goes north to south through Yrossa. Most of the carts and people coming in and out of town on carts are coming through here. A few through Pride's Walk Road. But the majority of them on Haven Path. You walk maybe 3 blocks before you see a cart that looks promising. You pass one that is full of hay. You pass another that's just stacked to the brim, full of crates. And then you see a man, closer you get to him, looks to be a dwarf, is yelling at someone on kind of the sidewalk near one of the buildings on like the eastern side of the street. And he's just like screaming at this dude. Hey, you either coming with me and you're gonna pay? You're gonna pay, or you're not. Are you coming or not? And you just hear this guy just yelling at this dude about the price. But it's a fairly open cart that he has in the back. There's a team of 4 like workhorses looking to pull this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like he's bartering with someone.
Kelby's going to walk up confidently, and then kind of stop a few seconds away from where they're going and look at Anders.
Anders, I'm sorry. You don't happen to have like any, I don't know, crappy old items you don't want anymore on your person, do you? It can be literal trash.
I have a small knife.
A knife? Or a dagger?
Yes. Yes.
Do you need it anymore?
No, I don't.
Could I have it?
Sure.
And Kelby will take Anders' dagger.
Thank you very much.
And she's going to hold it behind her back as she approaches the group here and this man who's angrily bartering.
Excuse me, sir. I'm hoping that you can help me. I'm in desperate need of a cart.
Oh, a cart, you say? And he's just
Yes,
like standing on top of it. Well, a cart I have. What do you need?
Yes. Well, I mean, I would need it. I would need it for a long journey home. It's really urgent that I have it as soon as possible, you see. I'm afraid that there's been a death in the family, and I need to get back desperately.
Okay. Whereabouts you trying to get?
Across the mountains to the south.
Mountains. Trying to get to Zadash.
West.
Southwest from here.
Yes.
Oh. Sirius Mountains. That where you going?
Yes. Yes. I have to get to the other side.
Well, need an exact location here.
Well, I mean... Sorry, I'm just so distraught with the emotional devastation of hearing the news of my family's passing. We're eventually going to end up in the Lushgut Forest.
Ah, Lushgut. All right. Well, you got a few options here. You can take my cart. You can take Dwayne's cart over there, and you see a neighboring cart just on the other side of the street, also facing north. Similar looking dwarf. It's my brother.
Is there a person standing by? Is Dwayne standing by Dwayne's cart?
Yeah, he absolutely is. Very similar looking dwarf.
What is
Yeah.
the difference between your cart and Dwayne's cart?
Directions, locations, destinations.
Okay, where's Dwayne's cart going?
Wherever I'm not,
Okay, where are you going?
wherever you need to go.
Okay, great. It works out really great for me, it turns out. How much for your cart to get us to the Lushgut Forest?
Depends on the route.
It would be by way of...
I can't remember where Mistwin's from. We
We would need it to go basically to the base of the mountains west of here, I think. That is where he said we would enter the mountain range.
Ah, yes.
So, sort of west of Pride's Call.
I see. So you'd be needing to ford the river down to the Copia Lake.
Yes. Not that far south, I don't think. We really should have talked to Mistwin about where exactly we need to enter the mountain pass.
GM, like we had talked about this, so
Yeah.
and like I know we had mapped it out on the map. If we could pull the map up,
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. 1 second.
that'd be awesome.
Yes,
Because I know I was scanning through my notes, I could probably find it, but
So you guys.
I wanted to say it was in that like Pallid Grove area, right? Something like that direction. I don't know.
Yeah, so let's see. So you guys are currently right here. This is Yrossa. Copia Lake that he's talking about, you would know, is down here. Stone Garden is like
Right.
up in here, so it's damn near right next to it. And then the Lushgut Forest is way the fuck over here.
Okay, that's where we're going. So yeah, the Copia Lake thing that he talked about. Yep. All right.
Okay. All right, Copia Lake. That way you end in your travels.
That
Ah,
I think
Lushgut, you
is-
said. All right.
Yes.
Well, we can't go quite north from that. We have to leave you there.
No, I think
Okay.
that will be adequate.
All right. How many needing to ford?
5.
5. All right. Come back this afternoon and I'll calculate the rate. Hey, Dwayne. Dwayne, you're going to Ice Haven this route. Yeah, no, I know. No, you need to bundle up. Yes, I know it's fucking cold. And they just start having a conversation about where they're heading to.
Kelby's gonna kind of wrinkle her nose at like the rate, like not having the rate yet, and is going to like look at Anders while tucking the dagger that he's loaned her like into her belt and kind of like tapping it like I'm gonna hold on to this kind of a deal and say, okay,
Yes, of course.
Great. We'll return with our companions this afternoon. We're hoping to leave as soon as possible. Will we be able to leave
Today?
when we arrive? Well, yeah, would be ideal.
Well, let me check with my coach hands here for a moment. See what supplies we have. You said 5, right?
Yeah.
Dwayne, what's the rate for 5? Going to Copia? And you just hear another dwarf across the street.
It's 100. It's 100.
All right. One way, right? Not round trip. We're not going to be waiting for
one
you.
Way. No.
Right. All right. 100 gold per person. Would have been 50 if you got here last week.
Okay. Do you... 1 second, let me...
How about 65 per person?
See, you gotta be paying for my time, for the wear and tear on this here cart, for the food for the horses. It's gonna take a few days to get you down to the river, and then fording this, hiking my horses and stable just nearby, so that we can.
But
ford
last
this
week
all the
you
way
could
down.
do all that for 50.
Right, when there wasn't as much ice in the river.
I see.
Does it have to be in money, or do you barter in goods?
Sort of goods you got.
Well, it depends. Do you barter in goods?
You see Dwayne from the other cart like poke his head up, which at this point you've only been able to like see his eyes and his eyebrows, but now you can see like his whole face.
What sort of goods you got, lass?
It depends. What do you barter in goods?
Need to know the goods before we can barter.
Well, okay. Listen, as I mentioned before, I'm trying to hurry back home to my family, because there's been a death and there's a funeral and it's a whole thing.
Definitely nothing around here, lass.
Well, it's kind of a big deal, Dwayne.
She kind of like sticks her head around the cart.
Like, have you been outside? Do you know what the fuck? You know what, Dwayne? How about you mind your own business
sucks
over there?
outside. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
it's horrible.
I don't
Listen.
go out. I stay in this car.
Listen,
Indefinitely.
Kelby is going to kind of put her hand on the hilt of the dagger that
Anders gave her and go, listen, because I'm desperate. I wouldn't ever do this under normal circumstances, but it's so important to me that I get back in time to say goodbye, but I would be willing to offer up this family heirloom.
and she's going to cast distort value on this dagger.
Yes, yes, I love this so much. I just
Yeah,
learned of
that's
this
good.
spell not too long ago, and I would
That's
very much like
good.
to see this come to fruition. So, what needs to
yeah.
happen here?
That's not it. So I'm casting it. Let's see. So it'll double the object's perceived value, but I would like to lean into the fact that Kelby is lying about how much it's worth at all.
Perfect.
So, you know, so basically,
great.
as Kelby pulls it out, Anders handed her just kind of like a perfectly normal dagger, but when she pulls it out, there's like a gleam to it, and there's beautiful gold that's like inlaid into the blade that's got very sophisticated carvings along the pommel of the dagger with silver kind of lining the grip. And she'll look up. What's this guy's name? Did we ever get it?
Shit. I don't know that you did.
That's okay. She's just gonna look up at him wide-eyed.
You see, this is my grandfather's dagger. And I promised him that I would return home with it and bring our family honor, but it's more important that I get home at all, so would this be able to cover some of the rates, perhaps the equivalent of 2 or 3 passengers?
Okay. Do they need to make like a save or anything? Or...
So it's gonna last 8 hours.
Okay.
And anyone examining the object can ascertain its true value with a successful investigation check against my spell DC. Please let these dwarves be dumb.
You see the dwarf that you've been talking to and his brother across from you, both just picture like anime eyes, just super enthralled with what you have in front of you. The dwarf in front of you will like very gingerly reach his hands out. Well, that's beautiful.
It really is.
I haven't seen anything like that in a long time.
You wouldn't have. My grandfather Warver brought it back from one of his many adventures.
Amazing.
He says that he found it in an ancient ruin. It's supposed to bring the wielder good luck.
Luck, you say? All right. And you see him
would
kind
have
of
brought
like
him luck, and he wouldn't have got mauled by that badger.
You see him like pacing in his cart, just like calculating in his head. And if you're looking over at Dwayne in the other cart, he's kind of doing the same thing, just like counting on his hands and like looking off into the distance. The dwarf in front of you is still kind of like pacing and figuring out when Dwayne yells from the other cart.
Brother, if you don't fucking do it, I'm doing it for you. Take the fucking dagger. Just take it. Just take it.
He's just screaming at him from the other side. And then the dwarf in front of you will say, Ilri Jill Hop at your service. Happy to help. This will cover the fee for all of you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Just know.
And Kilby will kind of reach out and put her like a hand on the dwarf's arm, and real tears like coming out of her eyes and like looking like into his soul.
Just know that I'll be able to say goodbye to my grandfather. And I feel like he'll be happy to know that his dagger that he found will be with such a kind and caring soul.
This is quite the comeuppance for all of us. I'm going to leave this in the caring hands of my brother, and let him take care of selling that.
I would recommend you put that in a place of safekeeping, a vault somewhere, perhaps. If anyone finds out that you have it, they might, desire it as well. So I would put that away, just lock it away for a while, till the heat dies down. There's a lot of people that might see it.
Ilri will hop out of his cart and very gingerly walk this over to his brother, who will just kind of like a cat in a box, unwilling to remove themselves from the box, but still being interested in interacting with whatever's in front of them, will just kind of swipe his hand out and grab it really quickly.
As he does, Kelby will cast Minor Illusion, like on the point of contact of where they exchange. So there's like the sound of a "Aw." as Dwayne touches the dagger's hilt.
His eyes well up in tears as, again, you can only see his eyes and his eyebrows at this point, but they are wide and staring directly at this dagger, which he's like holding up in like a glint of sunlight. Just
Yeah, Kelby is
beside
gonna
himself.
kind of look and wait to make eye contact with Dwayne, and when they do, she's gonna go,
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Amazing. This is wonderful. Yep. Y'all have successfully bartered your way using a cart for like a week by selling a dagger for 10 times what it's actually worth. Fantastic. Wonderful. I love it.
yeah, once all the arrangements are made, Kelby, still kind of wiping at her eyes, me,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
is gonna turn like on her heel and like kind of offer up like to hold Anders' hand, like act
Yep.
like she needs comfort. And the second
Yes.
they get like 30 feet away, she,
Yeah, it was just so easy. Oh my gosh. Can you believe how easy that was?
That
What a bunch of
was
dummies.
that was very good, Kelby. Very good.
Thank you. It wasn't all lies, but the important parts were.
This is very good.
Right. There's one more place we have to go. Down this way. And Anders will lead Kelby down the street. And we'll see like the remnants, I mean, of unoccupied temples, and we're looking for the Ioun shrine.
Mhm.
And this is a shame, isn't it, that these places of worship are now abandoned.
Yeah.
Um,
Hard.
And Anders will walk up to the shrine of Ioun, and you know, maybe it's a little overgrown or something like that, and I'll start kind of clearing it away a little bit. And I don't know how close Kelby is paying attention, but I rolled a 23 on a sleight of hand check.
yeah, I mean, her passive perception's pretty high. She would be paying attention to what you're doing. If I'm allowed to make a roll, I would like to.
Absolutely.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but let's see what happens. Yeah, no, that's a 13.
Okay.
All right.
Anders, you are successful in tucking away what you have found.
Okay.
Check your DMs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do on your adventure out here today?
I don't think so. That was the last thing I needed to do.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Kelby is ready to go. She's kind of like shouldering the different items that we've purchased for the group, and anxious to get back.
Very easy for you guys to do. You guys did not move too far away from the Crooked Goblet where you guys were staying. And it's about this time that you two return, and perhaps Mistwin and Turley fling open their shutters at the same time. We'll also see Poignet return with his heap of clothing in their arms, just looking a little sus.
I brought goodies.
Maybe the two.
And we'll divvy up give Mr. and his winter clothes, and I'll hand him this pearl. This was the best I could do.
It's the only thing that we could do.
I mean, he said it was a pearl.
Did you not inspect it before you bought it?
We
I
only
am
have
not a
one.
jeweler, Mistwin.
He turns it around, revealing like a painted pupil. This is a glass eye.
Oh, Wait, give me my glass eye back. Take it and give him the pearl.
Oh, it's Vander. That's Vander. Okay.
And then out of this bag of stuff, he tosses a horse blanket at Turley. Also
Turley.
the best I could do.
Turley looks at the blanket and then you, and then looks at the blanket and you. Am I a fucking joke to you? Is this supposed to be funny?
You're as much of a joke to me as my sleep is to you. Now we're even, my friend.
Okay, like, are we actually even? Like, can we move
Yes,
past
of
this now?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Do you know how to sew? Because I feel like I need to cut like a neck hole in this and like, I don't know, turn it into like a
I mean, I don't think sewing is required. I can just cut a hole in it if you'd like.
but then it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna get frayed and stuff. It's not gonna withstand
No.
the test of time. How much did you pay for this piece of shit, by the way?
Whatever it was worth it.
Are you saying I
Surely
don't
if
need
it-
to reimburse you? I'm sorry.
Charlie, if
You-
it
you
starts to
don't.
fray, I can fix
It's on the
it.
house.
Oh, well, thank you. I gotta take naps more often. I get free shit.
Is it from Big Blanket Company? Because
Yeah.
I want one
Listen,
of those so bad.
same.
Shelby, you were trying to say.
Well, no, we can cut a hole in it, and then
Okay.
we can mend the edges. Can't sew for shit, but I think we
Right.
can work something out.
Miss Wynn and I were wondering how did it work? Never mind. I shouldn't have asked that. Oh, you were gonna say? I interrupted.
How did what work?
Nothing. You were.
Well, mostly your mom. I just hit her over the head.
This big head.
Yeah, I got
I mean,
good
she's
head
got
too.
she's got at least 100 pounds on me.
Oh boy.
Maybe she can show you a thing or two next time.
No, absolutely not. How?
What? You don't want to talk about the sexuality of your mom? She's a woman with needs, Turley.
To be fair, Turley,
A
you
deeply
brought this on
sensual
yourself.
woman with needs that I did fulfill.
Oh boy.
And I will see you at the wedding in the spring. We thought about doing it in the fall, but it just is a long time to wait. So,
Suddenly have the taste of sour cream in my mouth.
I'm surprised, Turley. I would have thought that you inherited your mother's lack of gag reflex, but I guess you get that after your father. Good to know.
Wow. Wow.
Kelby has a shit-eating grin on her face. Just
I should have known better than to go toe to toe with your foul out mouth ass. Oh my god.
I'm going to pull a penalty on that one, Kelby. That one was uncouth.
Oh no, it's fine. My mom would have loved it. She would have found that shit hilarious. Ooh.
I mean, that's fair. Maybe you do take after your mom. The fact that I, just rode over you just raw just then. Anyways, Poignant,
Damn.
here's some winter clothes.
You're muted, sir.
Am I though?
You
Or
are.
am I
You
just
were.
being quiet enough that it does not register on my micro.
So perfectly still.
This simulation is uncomfortable. Thank you for the clothes. I believe this is also in your size, and I will throw the child's cloak. My apologies for what I did to your guts earlier.
What does this say on here? Get the fuck out of my
My town, yes. It
Wait,
seems
where
that
did
it's
you-
perfect for, like, they were making it for me, but I did not order these ahead of time. This is, it's just what they had available.
I mean, okay, I guess.
Turley, there must be something in this pile that I have acquired for you. There must be something in your size, I would assume. If not, we can stitch together 3 or 4 beach towels to perhaps accommodate your shell.
I will have you know, my good person, I have recently lost 25 pounds through hard work and dedication.
And you look so good, Turley. Don't let him
Shut
get
the
you
fuck
down.
up. You never saw me at 525.
Does the weight usually come off of your shell? It's
It took a
confused
lot
and
of time
horrified.
filing. With a file.
Filing. Oh. Okay. Mon Dieu. Perhaps maybe we then sew together only 2.5 beach towels.
I don't think that'll be necessary. I think that the
But
blanket
there's-
that
The blanket is no offense, but it is. It makes him look like cattle, and these are a much nicer shade. They bring out the green in your eyes. Perhaps we just. And he throws one of the shirts just kind of over your shell.
He doesn't move.
Perhaps like that. And then one of these. He throws another one over your shoulder and like ties it around your arm. Perhaps we find a seamstress on the way.
Well, Kelby has negotiated our travel arrangements.
if anyone asks, we're definitely going to a funeral.
Yes.
I'm very emotional about it. Don't ask, Turley. I
One
fucked
way
your
or
mom to
another.
death. It's fine.
It's best if no one says anything except Kelby, so.
Listen here, Turley.
Yeah.
That hurt.
I'm sorry. With like a beach towel like half covering part of my face that I haven't moved yet.
I'll do accept.
So everyone has winter clothes. We have 2 weeks worth of rations. Oh, we also bought healing potions, just in case for emergencies.
So hang on. Hey, no, wait a minute. Hang on. So I got this patronizing fuck over here, Miss Wynn. I got this guy giving me beach towels. I got this guy giving me a horse's blanket. And now you're giving healing potions like I'm not capable of healing everybody?
No,
I am
no.
just a joke to everybody. I understand.
no,
That's fine.
no, truly, not at all.
Towel
Truly,
hasn't
no.
moved.
Kelby at this point, she's been like joking and kidding this entire time, but like the tone shifts as she immediately is like,
No, Turley, that's not it at all. Of course you can heal us, and it'll be totally fine. We just where we don't know what's going to happen, and in case you can't get to us, it's a for precaution. That's not a statement on anything else.
You don't trust me. It's fine.
Of course I
I
do.
mean, I bought them in case you had the problem, and we need to get to you to get you back in the game.
Okay, but wait a minute. Are you saying that I'm going to have a problem getting up at some point?
I'm saying that things can
Well, if
get
your
out of
mother has any
hand.
indications, this will not be the case. That's why I'm
Things
led
can
to
get out
believe.
of hand, and if you go down, we are screwed. So these will get you back in the game much quicker. That's all.
Shirley, who has been joking this whole time, cracks for a moment, turns to Kelby and says, "Kind of sounds like you're not with my mom, doesn't it?"
Kelby has dropped all jokes aside and will walk up to Turley and like put like a hand on his arm.
Turley, if anything happened to you, I wouldn't be okay.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm joking about it, to kind of gloss
I don't
over
want
the
to
fact.
joke about it.
All right. Just saying, you brought my mom into this, so
You left me no choice.
And she's gonna kind of turn to the rest of the party and just like make eye contact with each of them. The last one being Poignet.
I wouldn't be
I
all
would
right
be
with
fine.
that.
I barely know the man.
Well, if you want to be a dick about it, I wouldn't be fine without any of you. So, I get that we're joking and everything, but there's a lot of scary things out there. Is all.
Ponier, are you ready for this journey? It will not be easy.
My life has not been easy so far. This is just another day.
We are going to need to rely on each other.
Yes, this is clear from the horse blanket you have brought for the turtle man.
Well,
But
There
if
was
that's
a
all he
point to
needs
be
to
made.
protect himself from the elements of the world, then perhaps we will be fine. Do not worry, you need not fear. Turn your back, lest I stick a dagger in it. I do not carry knives.
that's okay, I do. And I wink at him.
Some people make the extra 3 inches of steel. Some of us rely on all natural.
Nobody said anything about steel.
I believe you.
Hey, before you go, just to make sure that you're going to be safe on at least the first leg of the journey. And I will walk up to Pony and cast Spare the Dying.
Nothing happens.
Well, none of you. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. You, Play takes your hand and just gently removes it from his chest.
I'm going to crack that shell at some point. Pun intended.
Well, as invasive as this has been, I am ready to start this journey as everyone picks out their clothes from the Salvation Army pile.
Where are they stationed? I've never heard of them.
Walmart.
Or the Salvation Golden Company
Yeah.
pile.
Rexmart.
Yeah, Rexmart. God damn it.
Kelby's gonna gather up her winter clothes, and kind of as they're going back and forth, quickly go to the room and close the door, and change into her little winter clothes, and pack away the rest. She's gathered up her different costume items and her mess kit from Turley now that we've kind of secured something that's warm, but she's keeping them nearby just in case. And once she's got her bag all packed, she'll kind of, get it up on her shoulders and come out all bundled up and like a scarf kind of tucked up tight around her face. Okay, so go now. Because that dagger's gonna look like a piece of shit in like 8 hours, so you should definitely be gone before then.
Hey, let's get on the road then.
Listen, I know we're riding, but I kind of still want you two to wear your flags.
Okay.
Thanks.
Kelby kind of pulls hers out from like underneath her pack and sticks it into the side. And she gestures her fingers at the flag, and there's a little minor illusion of a lady turtle winking.
See, when I got them those flags because they're so short and the snowdrifts are quite high, and I don't want them to get lost. I want to know where they are within the snowbanks at all times.
Wani will cast Thaumaturgy. For the first 2 hours of this journey.
It starts out with Charlie going like, "Oh, you're gonna fit right in with this group," to like hour one, like, "All right, seriously, you can fucking knock that shit off." It's real weird because I'm just picturing like my mama and like it's not, and then hour two, he's just like sullenly looking forward, like, "I fucking hate this goddamn man. What is? Who the fuck said this was okay?"
After about a solid hour and a half of quietly chuckling to myself, I see Turley very uncomfortable. And I go, "I got you." And I go over and I pat Poigney on the shoulder and cast protection from fiends on him.
Oh my god.
Something about that seat sits very unwell with him. How long does that spell last?
I think an hour. Maybe.
Yeah, he looks
10 minutes.
sullen.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, he looks a little sullen for the 10 minutes that spell lasts. And after it ends, there's kind of like a realization almost that he shows, and that weird depressive mood passes. Well, subsides slightly.
Huh.
And with that, everyone packed into this cart with whatever belongings they've brought with them. A very greedy dwarf heading the travel here. And 4 very sturdy and just not happy horses pulling all of you guys having to hear all this. That is where we're going to end tonight's session. I want to do something. I had this fun idea. Can all 5 of you take off your headsets for a minute?
Okay.
Just a quick second. We're gonna have a little chat
The
here.
cast headset?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So no one can hear. It's just you and I, chat. This is a camera fade away from our party as it slowly pans out from them as they're making their way north, west, and then southwest. The sun kind of setting in the distance for them. And then the camera pans back and fades through the mountains and into... Them combing their beards is killing me. It fades into a city in the mountains. In the mountains, in tunnels, with steampunk armatures every which way. People looking sad and distraught. And very quickly moves up to a dragonborn sitting on a throne, smiling as the camera pans up to her face. And a large grin appears, showcasing rows of teeth. And she chuckles. Things to come. Hey.
I'm freaking out.
Hey, I'm gonna call it real fast. Time of derobing 07:14:33.
What? Oh no.
That's how long it took. That's how long it took Ty to get take his clothing off.
Oh yeah, you did it.
Full.
Hell yeah, bud.
Full 4 hours. Woo!
Proud of you.
I'm proud of you, bud.
Hey,
This week
so
we go for 5.
yeah, next time we'll try for 5 hours.